The true podcast starts now. Stick with the end if you want to hear the whole beginning part that we did. It was like 14 minutes of it, if you're down for that. But other than that, good morning.
Good afternoon.
Good evening.
Welcome to it's good night somewhere.
No, not good night because that means they're asleep.
Yeah.
Time for Betty Bye somewhere.
It's time for Betty Bye. Oh.
After the podcast.
If you're going to sleep right now, I hope you have a great morning tomorrow.
Yeah.
But a good night right now.
Sleep tight.
Don't let the bell bugs bite.
Yeah, those motherfuckers are ruthless.
They hurt.
Don't look under your bed.
Don't do it.
Because
Don't
the monsters are there.
Do not fucking do it. You might even accidentally do it. Not subconsciously, I'm not gonna look down there, and then you look. Don't. Just don't.
Actually, there are no monsters.
What? No.
So, I just finished a long ass day of work.
Oh, you did?
Yes, I have. We just did an Instagram live.
Working hard or hardly working?
Hardly working
Right.
the entire time, yeah. We just did an Instagram live. That's what the last 14 minutes is gonna be. We talked about a few things on there already,
Oh, yeah,
like
you
my
put it at
work.
the end, huh?
Yeah, I'll just slap it on there. If you guys don't want to fucking stay the last 14, don't stay. But it'll be after our original sign off on this episode. So
Yeah, boy.
I did give a sneak peek of what this book entails of what we're writing down and stuff. So
You're like,
that'd be cool. Let me show you guys this though. It's called the Lagoons.
the Lagoons. I thought it said Lagoon
Yeah.
Goons.
I'll show you mine.
They are the Lagoon Goons.
Oh.
See, but they're the LA Goons. But they're like the creature from the Black Lagoon.
Sounds like a Mesco exclusive.
Sounds like a...
Which pisses me off because I like Mesco's exclusives, but I can't
Yeah.
get them.
It's funny how
They're
they're
exclusive.
Mesco exclusives, but they're from Mesco, you know? That's like saying Arizona was this is our Arizona exclusive fucking Arizona.
Yeah.
We know it's your toy. You don't have to say that your toy is exclusive to you.
Yeah, it's Mesco toy.
It's a Mesco toy.
Damn, you smell good. Was that Curve?
It's Cobra. King Cobra.
Yeah, Angel's not only drinking a King Cobra malt liqueur.
Malt liqueur.
But also I had just smoked a blunt, so that's what you're smelling.
He's on a
Oh,
Sequan.
if you want, you can spray that breeze right behind you.
No, I was just fucking around.
That's just lavender. That's just one good.
You mean the Law Breeze, not an actual brand name.
Yeah, because we ain't sponsoring nothing. They ain't paying us.
That ain't paying us. You hear us for
yo,
we ain't gonna say
Give
shit
me your fucking money
about your brand.
until you give us a dime.
Oh, a dime?
Yeah,
They're we had a verbal contract. We sent the dime in the mail.
talk about our project.
Taco Bell.
Taco Bell.
Talk about it.
This person was telling me that Taco Bell isn't real Mexican food authentically, and Panda Express isn't real authentic Chinese food. And I was like, that shit ain't authentic, but it sure does taste good.
I don't like.
Yeah.
I don't like the
They
noodles.
should kind of lean into it too. The mimicry Mexican food.
And whoever said that thing's surface level, because everybody knows that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
That shit ain't deep.
Mhm.
Everybody knows that shit fake.
Yeah, it's because I have this question that I ask people. I'm like, horchata or Jamaica? And
Horchata.
yeah,
Go
the person I had
However,
asked,
my choice doesn't really matter on that because I don't like a
Either.
lot of cinnamon
You like
in my
horchata?
horchata. I love horchata, but I don't like a lot of cinnamon in mine. A lot of people like horchata because of the cinnamon, so they'll get a lot of
I like
cinnamon in
paprika
theirs.
in mine.
You know what I mean?
what do you like?
Wait, what'd you just say?
What do you like?
Over Jamaica or horchata?
Yes.
Horchata fuck up.
Okay.
Horchata's just better
Yeah.
overall. Around Jamaica. Jamaica's if you want to drink tea.
It's an acquired taste.
I could picture a lot of.
Weird.
Maybe it's the same thing. Maybe ask them in conjunction with that, coffee or tea. I'm pretty sure the coffee drinkers would choose the horchata and the tea drinkers would choose the
Yeah,
Jamaica.
that's
I think
basically
you're
what
onto
it is.
something.
That's basically what it is.
I think you're onto something.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the person I had asked, the latest person I had asked, they said that it's whatever they're in the mood for, but they do like horchata a lot.
They wanted to pick horchata.
Yeah, and then they told me about how all the different kinds they would make because they actually make stuff, and I was like, oh cool, and then they were explaining it, and I was like, oh damn, I've only had I don't think I've ever had horchata like that. She's like, oh, you were drinking the powdered stuff, and I was like, yeah, and
I gave you the Horchata from Ride Coffee.
Mm.
You like that one, no?
Yeah, I think I did. Yeah, it was funny too because I was like, I'm horchata all day, right?
Yeah.
And she was all like, oh, you're horchata all day? Okay, you haven't even had real horchata. I was like, damn, I guess you're right.
Rica horchata's real horchata. What the fuck? Why would they call it horchata if it's not?
The little fucking guy on it that looks like a Twinkie.
Yeah. I never really even paid attention to the guy.
Uh-huh.
Like, that's like one of the mascots I literally gloss over.
Who's mascot?
For Rica horchata.
Who's your favorite mascot?
My favorite mascot?
Yeah.
I know my favorite ascot is the yellow one that Fred wears in Scooby-Doo.
Sometimes it's orange.
Sometimes it's orange. They really don't know what hue they should stay with. Maybe it is orange.
Maybe he has 2 jackets.
It's an ascot.
Mascot.
I thought you were gonna say the Sugar Crisp bear.
No.
Sugar Crisp.
Now have me some of my Sugar Crisp.
Sugar Crisp? Sugar Crisp.
No,
Old school.
that's a pretty good question though, because like it goes pretty deep. Favorite fucking.
Old school.
Who's that? Who's that fucking Tom?
The 7-Up Afro guy?
Tommy animation.
Oh no,
cat?
Slim Jim. Oh,
the guy with the Static X hair? Or Macho Man?
The long,
Wait,
Macho
the skinny long hair
Who
one.
will win, the Slim Jim or the Apple Crisp guy?
Oh,
the
like the
Jamaican?
cinnamon.
The
stick?
cinnamon apple crisp. Yeah.
Damn, that's hard, bro. Cause that go hard.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, man. Versus the Apple guy too.
Cause
Tag
it's a
team?
duo. Yeah,
Tag team,
You
yeah.
have to. You have to get jumped.
Yeah, they were friends, high key.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The cinnamon
Well, I mean,
apple dude.
I guess
He ain't
cereal
definitely gonna be
mascots are like another level.
That's a whole nother level. Yeah,
That's
they
a whole
have the
nother
best.
level.
High key.
Because
They're
like
the
if you
best.
think of like mascots, like I know the Tommy animation cat is a pretty cool mascot. Oh, Hello Kitty. That has to be top tier.
Is
Their
that a
entire
mascot,
brand is
though?
mascot.
That's a TV show.
That's a TV. That's the whole little thing.
Hello Kitty? Yeah, Sanrio. But like the fucking, I guess Mickey Mouse would be the god one then, huh?
I don't consider
That's
that a mascot either.
That's a show.
It's like it's the logo brand. It's the front man.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah, I can see. Yeah, Mickey Mouse would be
Yeah,
the
the
mascot.
logo of a brand. Is,
That's the
Yeah,
poster
fucking-
boy.
Is a poster boy and mascot a different thing?
I feel like it is.
If a football team has a poster boy, they make a mascot outfit for said poster boy, no?
Okay, so
Poster.
it's like the main character of the company, so it becomes the mascot. So it's technically a poster boy. You feel me?
Nah, I'm
Could-
losing you.
Because like Mr. Clean is the product, right? So they have a bald dude as Mr. Clean to be the mascot,
Yeah, something.
right?
Mhm.
So Mickey Mouse is a cartoon character, owned by Disney, right? So over the years,
So if there was a Disney, like, mascot named Disney,
no,
or these nuts,
no.
got him. I got all of you.
I-
Look at you. You're
Did
in
you
your
get
car.
him? Did he get
you're,
you?
You're sitting down. You're listening to this podcast. You're on a jog or something.
You're working.
You're working. I just fucking got you. You're standing there looking like a fucking fool.
Did he get you? I don't think he got you guys. I got your back.
All right.
I'll take the nuts for you.
They're like, man, Ivan takes nuts from me.
I don't know, guys.
Ivan could take the nuts.
I think he's a mascot.
I think Mickey Mouse is definitely
yeah,
the mascot.
Yeah. I think like Gallo said, I think he's a god tier mascot. It's just-
God tier mascot.
Yeah, just in
Yeah.
everything.
They even hide his ears and shit. Like just because it's 3 circles, you could put 3 circles in anything. You know, easy to hide it anywhere.
Yeah, I used to have this joke because at the pizza place I work at, we used to have these boxes back in 2015 that had 3 tomatoes, right? 2 of them were on top of
That's a
the
throwback.
the middle one, right?
People are gonna be like, man, I remember those boxes.
And I would tell people, hey, look, you know, we got bought out by Disney, our company, and they're like, what? And I was like, yeah, like other coworkers,
Mhm.
and I'm like, yeah, look, they're already advertising it, and I would show them the 3
subliminal
tomatoes,
messaging.
and they're like, oh my god, what's gonna happen to us? And I was like, nothing. I was
We're
joking.
gonna have to wear rat costumes.
We all got moved to Florida.
Ha cha cha.
Why? Just because they have fucking Disney World?
Yeah.
We have Disneyland.
Yeah, but that's nothing
In Anaheim.
compared to Disney.
A land compared to a world?
A land can be
Florida's
never ending.
headquarters, dog.
A land can be never ending because it's like a dreamland.
A world?
Yeah.
That's only one planetary substance.
Also depends on what world you're talking about. If we're talking about like if Pluto is still considered a planet.
I think it came back.
You think he
pretty
he
sure-
submitted his resume again?
Yeah, I'm pretty
Yeah.
sure it should come back. I think they planners now.
So for y'all that don't know, and you're like, this fucking sounds a little bit different, you know? Like, this podcast, it ain't hitting the same. It hitting differently, and not in a denotative way. Like, I don't want to take away from it. It's because we're filming in Angel's room right now. Pre-setup. We still have the iPad going, but we're still pre-setup right now. We don't have the mics and all that jazz. So you're like, all that extra space that we have right here, that's technically you sitting with us as we're recording.
What they say, if you bring attention to it, people would look for it.
Yeah, so now you guys are like, can I hear it? I don't know, can you? I edited it, so
We'll see.
I'm gonna hide it pretty well. The fact that we're recording in such a big room
Temperature, water.
Nah, it's kind of warm in here.
Yeah, I closed all the windows so the outside noise don't come in.
That's the ambience, dog. We're a lo-fi podcast.
Well, want the outside noise, want the train and the trucks coming by.
Yeah.
The
The only thing
sirens,
is funny, like, we're not
instead of
that close to the
sirens.
train.
But that shit's loud.
That
bro.
shit, like,
But
goes...
only at night.
Yeah, exactly. At night, it goes through everything. Dude, I hear the train sometimes in my current apartment.
Yeah, that shit.
That's past a freeway.
I mean,
like,
I guess I kind of get it because like everyone's sleeping and shit, or like there's less noise.
yeah, but I'm next to a freeway.
To be that loud, bro, at
Yeah.
night, you're like, shut the fuck up,
Yeah,
bro.
shut the fuck up, you
People are
train.
sleeping.
Have some common decency.
You know, disrespect.
Disrespect. He needs to get his respect on track.
Like it could have been doing that shit all day, but no, it turned out. What you got in your mind, Ivan? What's running through that skull?
I used to live in these apartment complex called Meadowlands.
Was it
and-
metal?
Yeah, and my apartment was right next to like the sidewall of the apartment
Of the
complex.
train?
Yeah, and there was a
Yeah.
train right behind it. And so at nighttime I would hear it and stuff like that. And I remember one time they was coming by slowly and they had like Christmas lights all over it. And I came outside to go look at them. Me and my family. It was cool.
Nice.
It was dope.
Yeah.
You know what's not cool though? When it runs by, I don't know if it was during Wi-Fi times when you were living there, but
No.
the Wi-Fi basically cuts off every time it runs by.
For real?
Yeah, it just fucks up your internet. You're like, man, you
Why?
gotta
'Cause
wait.
all the metal?
Yeah, I guess it's just a big mass coming through.
That fucks up the wind trajectory.
Yeah, it fucks. The I can't even like
Actually?
actually.
Actually.
If you guys know why that happens, can you guys put it in the comments below? Educate us instead of being a fucking dick.
Yeah, why are you laughing at me, bro?
Yeah,
laughing at
because of that, I got kind of used to like the sound of the trains. But then, like, I'd be on my grandma's house, and she lives above Foothill, right? And then when the train would pass by, I'm like, why the fuck can I hear that shit? yo?
Why can I hear it?
Yeah. And now I live on baseline, and I'm like, why the fuck can I hear that shit?
And
The whistle.
yeah.
Blow the whistle. Blow the whistle.
I'm kind of upset at a casting that happened.
Whatever.
Dakota Johnson from 50 Shades of Grey fame has been cast as Madam Web in this
a
Spider-Man
guy?
series.
I told you that bitch from Role Model should have had it.
It's a guy?
No, it's the girl from 50 Shades of Grey.
I've never seen that.
Well, she's an okay actress. I don't know much of her, that's why I said okay.
Kristen
It's
Stewart.
not like in a bad way.
Just-
I had a negative day, so I'm talking negative, but it's not in any fucking negative way toward people.
Nah, fuck him.
So if you're listening to the podcast a lot, you probably know that I really wanted Cersei Lannister, her actual name's Lena Headey, to play Madam Web because it's kind of the perfect casting choice, especially since they've already introduced so many Game of Thrones characters in the universe.
They're everywhere, bro.
But they cast Dakota Johnson, who not only looks extremely young to play Madam Web,
Who's a madam?
but also like there's rumors that she's basically gonna be like
You think they're gonna age her?
no, because there's two Madam Webs in the comics.
Oh,
There's
okay.
the old one, there's the young one. The young one used to be Spider-Woman. It would make sense if she was cast as Spider-Woman first, and then
Like red suit Spider-Woman that joined the Avengers?
no, she's like the third one or some shit.
There's too many Spider-Women.
There's too many Spider-Women. They
Spider
need to
Women.
get their own identity. The first one doesn't even have to do anything with Spider-Man.
Like Silk.
Silk is cool.
Silk is cool, but what's the one
But
that...
it's funny because she's not Spider-Woman. You know,
She's
she's
not.
her own person.
So
She's
Silk-
Cindy Moon. So
Yeah. What's the one that is like a different universe, and she's not even Peter Parker or anything like that, but like she got bit by the same spider.
Talking about Penny Parker?
I think so. No, not her. There's another one. She's like a clone or something, and like she's like sexually attracted to Peter for some reason.
Oh, that's Cindy Moon.
Oh, that's Silk?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Oh, then I like her.
Mm.
It's hot. And she has a red bandana over her face. That's cool.
Yeah. See, we have all this room now. We're actually playing footsies with each other.
Yeah, and I like it.
But yeah, no, I just think it's the wrong time, wrong choice for right now. It should have been Cersei Lannister, and then you guys could have killed her off after Spider-Verse event or some shit, you know. Have something down the road, you know, like stop. What? Why give us a young Madam Web? Though?
Should have been old Madam Web.
Should have been old Madam
And
Web.
then her theme song would have been Ariel's from System of a Down.
No. Why?
That's so funny. Why not spiders?
Oh yeah, Spider.
Ariel's.
Because it goes running through my hair and shit. Because the hair is the spider webs and it's like a metaphor. But spiders is a good choice.
Yeah, probably.
Because of spiders, I guess you don't go cliche.
If you want to go like heavy-handed with the metaphor.
Yeah, if you want to, you know. I guess.
Nah, it should just be a beat version of obscenities.
I feel like
I guess it's just obscenities, right?
This guy, he made a banana bread, and
terracotta pie.
yeah, and he put banana underneath the bread, and I replied to it saying terracotta pie, and he was like, thank you, bro, you're the only person that got that, and I was like, obscure references is my thing. I got you, bro.
Change your account into obscure
If
references.
if you're hearing this, I got that shit too, bro. Don't trip.
This motherfucker playing Grand Damn Summoners.
He has a problem, bro.
On the fucking podcast.
He has a problem, bro.
You guys won't be able to tell how many pauses this guy is making every time he's talking? Because I'm editing them out, obviously. But it's a lot. It's a lot of fucking pauses.
Nigga, on his down phone. Well,
We're basically working.
we're working.
We're working right here.
Well, this was on
Well,
his
earlier, my first pause is because I was looking up American, the states and stuff like that. Because there's the states right here where this Fago comes from. I'm trying to figure out what state that is.
Just play a
Isn't
good
it
game.
known? Isn't it known?
Well, the city is, but shit, I don't know my city's states.
What is it? What's the city?
I don't know, actually. I forgot.
He's like, you don't know shit.
Yeah.
Hey, I was playing that UFC game.
Uh-huh.
UFC 4.
My
When you
brother
create
Was
a
that
character.
geography?
My brother was playing UFC 3 yesterday. That shit was funny.
Oh,
Tell him
my
that the
brother's
other one's
been playing
free.
UFC 3.
I don't have PS Now right now.
PS9?
Yeah.
The PS9. You don't have the PS9?
Man, what the fuck?
Oh my.
I haven't been playing my PS4.
It's the way that you get the PS5 is your PS9.
What the fuck? What? 789.
The 9mm.
So you were playing UFC 4?
And I'm guessing it's because of fighters from there. But Fontana, California is a choice to put for your hometown.
Fuck yeah. That's cool. Yeah, there's a lot of fighters coming out from here.
So yeah, so I was able to put it down. Thank you everyone for Fontana.
The homie Max has his
Putting
first
our
fight
name
in
literally
March,
on the
I think
map.
he said.
Max Portillo?
Yeah.
Sorry, what did you
Fuck
say?
yeah.
He has his first match in March, I think.
Who?
Max.
Oh wow.
Yeah. I think
Him and
RC?
RC are gonna be brothers of destruction.
Oh yeah.
That's a cool name. They could be the new Hardys.
Max and my brother are fishing right now.
Yeah?
Yeah.
The fighters from Fontana right now. Bobby Green. Shout out Bobby Green.
That fool just
Oh
won
yeah.
too, huh?
Shout out
Yeah, he
Bobby
just
Green.
won. He's gonna fight again next weekend. And then Jalen Turner
Thank you, Jalen Turner. Thank you guys for putting Fontana literally on the map.
on the map.
Literally, because then I wouldn't not have been able to put that fucking city.
Well, what do we
as
have?
my
We have
creative
racism
character.
and then steel mill and then racetrack.
Yeah.
Concentration
No,
camp.
we had a bunch of
Concentration camp.
Yeah, that's where they put the
World War II.
Yeah, Asians and
Yeah.
stuff.
And where?
And the
Racetrack?
freeway, yeah. And
No fucking
Yeah.
way.
but
and then we also made the fucking warships and shit. The metal for warships.
Yeah.
yeah,
Crazy.
the steel.
Yeah, the steel
And
mill.
they also shot Judgment Day there.
No,
Yeah, that's
bro?
cool.
Terminator
Yeah.
2 Judgment Day.
After
Oh,
a
shit.
shutdown, yeah.
You didn't know that?
No, I didn't know
thought
that.
you did. What
Fast
the
and,
fuck?
Fast and Furious was filmed on the 210 right there.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah.
yeah. Also Transformers.
Also Transformers.
Oh, no shit?
Yeah.
There a lot of things get filmed over here because there's no room in LA.
Yeah, now they film in Atlanta.
Yeah. Did you guys see that Joe Rogan was offered $100 million to leave Spotify
People
Yeah,
being so
by
in their
who?
feelings, bro.
by another app that wants him on there?
Oh, what was it?
It was a
Rumble?
contract deal.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Rumble.
Yeah.
Rumble.
Yeah.
That's funny though. They're like uncensored, all of it. Say whatever you want on
I
here.
fucking
dog.
wish, because there's episodes that you can't even access on Spotify.
Yeah, they deleted them.
I think Tim Cass had the dude on. He's like a political podcast YouTuber, and he has interviews with people like daily. And he has the CEO of Rumble on, and I think they're going over like the guidelines and shit. And then they have the same wording and guidelines as like Facebook and Instagram and stuff.
So that they could just take all your information and sell it.
Yeah, it's that too, and then also like the hate speech kind of stuff. Like it's still kind of
Rumble?
Yeah, it's still kind of like oblivious to what you can and can't say because it just depends on like whatever.
It's always case by case basis.
Yeah.
Too.
Like with Facebook and Instagram and like Twitter and shit. Like most of that's AI, so they don't really put context into it. They just look for words and stuff. Like for pictures, they
Yeah,
detail and
like
shit.
how Instagram automatically sees whenever you do a pandemic post.
Yeah,
Like,
they put that COVID shit on. And
yeah.
stuff.
Fucking speaking of Instagram and shit, the reels, like it's obviously they're gonna start pushing their newest thing, right?
You could like stories now. It's so stupid.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, with like
It's
so many people
like
are
on this Facebook
like
shit.
so many people are complaining that like their posts are basically being like hid because they're promoting the reels more, like some artists I follow and everything. In my head, I'm just like, well, make reels, right?
It's
Yeah.
pretty cool.
Like, yeah, because you're taking pictures of like action figures and stuff, and like other people like things. Like you're drawing, you're doing this, like you're doing creative things, you know.
Yeah, because most people already have.
You're
those,
able to make a reel of that.
Yeah, most people already have like those videos where they do the time lapses and stuff.
Yeah.
On YouTube, or they already have like the what is it, behind the scenes?
Exactly.
It's like just use that as a reel.
Use that and put it as a reel. Like what? Instead of complaining about like how things are happening to a thing,
You know who does good reels?
you should kind of go with the current. You know.
Hernandez's chick does good reels.
Yeah, she does.
Yeah.
Yeah. She really knows how to do the system.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I saw her piercing thing.
Yeah.
Mhm.
That shit was cool.
She was drawing. She was the first.
Crooked Burger on
every-
Instagram.
Yeah, every day in the life of like a
Apprentice.
Yeah, apprentice.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it was like
Congrats on
cleaning
your
it.
apprentice position as
Yeah,
well.
I want her to tie me up. I said I'm gonna Instagram
Yeah.
her. Yeah,
Yeah, me?
I want her to tie me up soon. But yeah, she makes good reels.
Yeah. See, that's the thing too, because like we're a fucking podcast, you know. Like we could do like some reels that are like just our like snippets and everything, but I haven't even gotten around to doing that on YouTube. So, but I make reels still, you know, to try to get the shit out there. I do it practically every week that we do this podcast. So
And reels can be like a lot of things, and people just stick to like the surface level, like
Mhm.
reposts.
I like Edward Kincaid. He's made some reels so far. He's been hitting the gym, and he had this
hardcore.
one. Yeah, he had this one where he was like walking, and the camera points down at his feet, and then boom, he's in the fucking walking in the gym. It was cool.
Yeah.
And then he's working out, and he looks
Yeah,
cool.
I like those.
Yeah,
I like the videos.
transitions.
That show you how to do the transitions.
You saw mine, the toy one I did with the UFC line.
Yeah,
That's pretty cool. Huh?
that's pretty cool. Yeah.
Hey, your pictures are looking a lot more crisp with that
Oh,
air
yeah.
lamp.
Thanks, dog. I appreciate that.
Mhm, mhm.
Yeah, I bought it.
Yeah, see, I'm telling you, man.
Now-
The white, it looks so like
Oh,
white
you
now.
see them too, huh?
Now I think you just need like to increase the white,
Mhm.
so you have more posing space.
Yeah, because right now I'm just using
That's true.
Yeah.
2 sheets of white paper, like
Uh-huh.
drawing paper. I don't know what it is.
I told you what you could do, man. The remove background thing. So especially since you have a white background,
Mm-hmm.
you could do remove background. Just kind of like click and drag them on top of a picture of
Yeah.
like fucking.
Show me how to do that. Cause
I
I
could show you like right now.
There's some people
students.
that go on me hardcore. They'll get like those foam prints like that. Like you go to like the Swami or like the conventions and stuff. You get those little
like a
foam
nice
prints.
little background.
Yeah.
Painted.
You get like little forest background painted, or you get like a nice city background or like a rooftop background.
That seems cool.
And
I'd probably get the SVC Chaos backgrounds because I like those a lot.
Yeah, and it's crazy because
That's what I'm saying.
what you
dog.
do is a little trick you can do is you get it already a little bit unfocused, so that when you focus your shit, it doesn't.
It focuses on
yeah,
what that is. Oh,
yeah,
that's
it's
hard.
and not the fucking actual
I
background.
need some of those. Those
Yeah.
are tight. Yeah, I bought two good lamps, and I have my white background as always. And I've been taking a shit ton of toy pictures, man. I've been posting a lot, almost every day. I posted every day for like a week or two, but then I kind of like fell off. But
Let's our reel this week should be us posting some figures, each of us.
That'd be cool. Yeah, I like posing figures a lot.
yeah, me too.
We'll each submit a pose, and we'll be like,
Oh, best
Fashion
poses
news.
or shit.
Yeah.
See what catches on. I think I want to do some personal videos and stuff, but I want to do like some psychodrama silent films. That shit.
That'd be cool, man.
you mean
Yeah.
like stop motion stuff that you hate?
No, not stop motion. Like actual humans. Like
Oh, okay.
yeah, like silent film.
Yeah,
Yeah.
That'd be tight.
that'd be dope.
Black and white fucking grimy ass footage. Like
grimy ass.
Yeah, like grainy ass footage because I have the old ass JVC camera.
Yeah, but I mean, you can always add that shit in post, dog. You don't need.
Yeah, but why I can just have it right now?
There's a wrestler named Britt Baker, and she's the women's champion right now in AEW. But last year she had this crazy ass match with this chick named Thunder Rosa called a Lights Out match. Where it was kind of like a death match.
Mm.
It was a hardcore match, and Thunder Rosa beat her. She won, but there was this one point where Britt Baker was like gooing out blood from her forehead, so it was all over her face, and she's
Going out.
yeah, gushing. She was a gusher.
She gushing. Got them red wings that night.
Mm.
Yeah, so she had blood all over her face, and she looks into the camera and she smiles,
Yeah.
and then she continued the match. And
That turn you on?
well, actually,
Hey man, what if she listens? What if you get her as a fucking guest one time, man? Be respectful.
Hey, if it doesn't matter, no, I'm not saying nothing.
It's respectful to not talk about being turned on in front of her.
that's true too. Yeah. That's why I was like,
Yeah, you don't have to defend the fact that you get horny. People just don't have to know.
I remember that.
Yeah, so she got pretty popular off of that because it was a cool little picture and all.
Yeah, it's dope.
Yeah, so then they came out with a
You got
figure.
you horny.
They came out with a figure for it, and I purchased it. It was cool, and it comes with like, it's cool because her first action figure, the release is kind of weak. Like it has a cool outfit and all that, but the head's really, the paint job's not there, so it doesn't really look like.
But that's
her.
just the figures, though.
Yeah.
Like, that's the whole line.
Yeah, no, well, it's with her figure and a couple other like wrestlers. Some of them don't
Would you say
have.
it's a majority of female?
Majority
figures?
is kind of female. Not really though, because like, also the other thing too is that women.
I noticed that she had more articulation than most.
Yeah, women nowadays actually in wrestling they wear their trunks really high up, so their booty cheeks are hanging out, and wrestling toys haven't really got with the program on that. So her figure kind of looks like she's wearing a
Bikini?
nah, kind of
Shorts?
like shorts a little bit, but now there's newer figures coming out and they have the cheeks hanging out. It's pretty cool. But anyways, yeah, so I got that.
That's why they need a new line. Mayfix, get on it.
I got
Hey, man, a Mayfix line of WWE figures.
That'd be tight.
Who made
yeah.
The Rock? That was Figure Arts, right?
That, it's just figure arts, yeah. That was a good line.
It's a good line, but I think Mayfix would be the
Yeah, they made
choice.
Kane. They made Stone Cold, Kane, Undertaker, and Triple H.
Yeah, that's good.
Going on
It's
what
a
you
good
literally
line.
just talked about, the butt cheeks,
I
the
play with your Stone Cold.
Mayfix,
Yeah, it's
Harley
cool.
Quinn.
Yeah, it's
Yeah, the
perfect.
Suicide Squad one.
Is that the one with the hammer?
Dude,
Yeah.
that shit looks amazing. I wish
It looks good. So
I wish
if
I
they
had
have
it.
A,
I don't
if they
have
had
it.
a line.
Yeah. The thing about the SH Figure Arts line is that when it came out, wrestling fans are obviously the one buying it, and they're used to buying big ass Mattels with like
$20.
$20.
They wanted a match.
So
That's
yes,
why Mayfix is more in line with it, though. Mayfix
Yeah.
is more
'Cause
6-inch.
it's just like they're like, why am I spending more for something that's smaller? Like, no, bro, you're paying for like better articulation, paint, everything.
Everything.
More hands, more faces. They didn't get that, so they were kind of just like, that's why it kind of died after the first 3 waves.
You know, it's because they don't know how to do toy commercials anymore.
Oh
Bro,
yeah,
I
back
saw
in
this
the day, toy
commercial.
commercials were fucking dope.
I
Yeah,
saw
it
this
was
toy
tight.
commercial from back in the day of the 80s
mean,
fucking Star Wars.
You
Toy
saw it?
commercials?
They
One of the
recreated.
Star Wars poses
Oh
on.
my god.
The Rancor?
Bro. Yeah, the Rancor
Yeah, I saw
one.
that today too.
Wow. Because I know the G.I. Joe ones were cool and everything,
Uh-huh.
but like they're like based on the kids' imaginations and shit. These kids recreated like the first scenes from fucking
Return of the
Return
Jedi.
Bro. That shit was lit.
These all
Make you
making
feel
sound
cycle beam,
effects.
bro.
Yeah, they're making sound effects. They're playing with them. And it looked like the movie, you know, like that shit. Like you can imagine how the kids were feeling, and you're like, man, I want that toy.
Mm-hmm.
They don't make them like that no more, though.
No, they don't.
They don't even really make them at all.
Because no one really watches TV, so it's like...
Yeah, no one watches
yeah.
TV, so there's no point in commercials.
Because the whole
However,
thing was like, oh, you spam that shit on Nickelodeon, CNN. I mean,
I used to
Cartoon
love
Network.
watching those toy commercials pop up.
I did
Yeah.
too, but
Yu-Gi-Oh
I also
ones
knew
and
I
all
would
that.
never have any.
Yeah, that's what made me sad. Like,
Yeah.
like, I know every time we
slime
went to the
ones,
store, my dad was gonna say,
Yeah.
"Remember, don't ask for shit."
I never even see most of them in store. Most of
Yeah,
them?
I seen on TV.
No, I seen those ones because they have a section right in the fucking
Yeah.
front of the store.
I seen on
Walmart,
TV.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, they do.
The, you get all the
Mhm.
Chia Pets and the My Pillows.
Yeah.
The Pillow
Those
Pets.
are all the Walgreens shits too, yeah.
Yeah, the Britt Baker came with two. The lights out version. She comes with 3 heads, and 2 of them are bloody. One of them with a smiling face. So I was like, I'm gonna recreate American Psycho.
No.
And I got one of my brother's axes with the Jason from one of his
Yeah.
Jason figures, and I did it.
The NECA?
Yeah, I recreated it, and it was cool. And then posted it. And sometimes the wrestlers, they repost people who have their figures,
Mm-hmm.
and I tagged Britt Baker, but she didn't see it.
Damn.
But
You know what you had to
you
do?
did make that edit though, so that was pretty
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah, I did that edit in 2 seconds.
I don't believe you. It looked like it was hard.
I'll show you guys after the podcast, but like legitimately, like all
believe
I
it.
did was like 2 seconds.
Yeah, 2
Yeah.
seconds,
Mm-hmm. I did the editing in Instagram.
and it takes you 4 hours to edit this podcast.
Yeah.
I believe it. Because it's like 2 hours worth of tape or 3
Yeah.
hours sometimes, and you have to cut.
have to keep cutting and going back to re-listen to see if the cut was good.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
And
and
then I have
do
to
it.
keep going, and then I have to
Yeah.
and then I get ideas while listening. I'm like, oh, I could put this here. I could do that. I could do this, and then I go through the. I go through the what's it called? I guess it's just like the process. I go through like the trials and errors. That's what it is, of like trying to do what I envision in my head. Like the trial and errors for my last reel. Catch us on Instagram at Fools Podcast. Because someone already had it, even though they don't post shit.
Fuck them.
Fuck them. Fuck every other Fools Podcast. We're calling you out.
Yeah, you ain't no fool. Like
Yeah,
that.
what was that other one?
The Fools Podcast on fucking YouTube trying to steal our steeds.
No, the other one.
Which one? The females? The women?
No, the
That's the one on
preachers.
the YouTube. Oh yeah, the Foolishness
The
Podcast.
foolishness.
Yeah, we're
podcast.
calling you out too.
Yeah, bro, we want some.
Indoctrinating people. That's what
Talking
you guys are
about
doing.
God. You
Oh
don't
my
know
God.
God.
Yeah, you don't know God.
God knows us. We don't know him.
Yes.
Yeah, I talk to God. I talk to God.
You spoke.
He
to him.
doesn't talk back
Yeah,
though.
Whoa.
he stays pretty quiet. Kind of just fucks with me.
You know what? There was a member from Korn, right? I forget which one it was. Boom, da dum da dama.
It's mandatory.
It is, huh?
Yeah. Yeah, they said that they don't even mind it.
No?
They love like how they're like, yeah, we play, like we made the song.
I did that shit.
Yeah,
that's a lyric.
Yeah, I think it was like a
lyric.
video of like the drummer. He was like, "Oh, I love doing it. Like people are so happy when I do it, you know."
That raps
Like
about
the fucking, yeah, it's good.
Oh, I hear the bass. The bass is hard. Window.
Fieldy?
Yeah.
I think it was Fieldy actually, but one of the members didn't believe in God or religion, right?
So it is.
And then he said,
Which is okay.
yeah,
This is
it's
dope.
perfectly fine. Yeah,
Yeah.
believe your life is your life. You don't have to be instilled in all these.
I just want
Fears.
to. I just want to like imagine like at the end. You open your eyes and you're like, oh shit, like I guess there is an afterlife, and it's you and like a bunch of different like religious people, and you're all standing next to each other, and like you all look forward, and there's like a game show thing, like who was right?
I just think of Beetlejuice
Yeah,
Doing their
yeah,
chilling?
like, oh that'd be great.
Oh,
like,
it was, that's when in Purgatory.
in the waiting room. Yeah.
and he just Hey, but like think about it though, he switched the numbers, right? And
Uh-huh.
he got like what, like the next one basically. He was like, oh, I'm the next one up, because like, he had like 4, and he had like a trillion.
Uh-huh.
And then the guy next to him had like 4, and they were serving like 3. So I'm pretty, I think that's how it went. Either way, I would rather have had a shrunken head and then be next than to like fucking wait that long, you know?
I see you.
Yeah. Why would the fuck would I wait that long?
And he's magic pretty much, so he
yeah.
can just,
So he could just switch back. What the
Yeah.
hell? He did the same shit thing the entire time, and he's still next.
yeah.
The guy didn't take his fucking paper back.
Uh-huh. I see you, Gala.
Yeah, it's almost as if someone fucking just gave you a mean comment on Instagram, and you're like, oh.
I love how the football team is there, and they keep calling that lady coach, and she's like, I'm not your coach.
Coach. They're all run over and shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What was
the guy who was ran over, he's like all flat. Yeah, because they died in a car crash, I think. The bus,
like
the team, yeah.
What was I talking about?
You were talking about Korn didn't.
Oh
believe
yeah,
in
one of the members. I think he said like his father or something was dying, right?
Oh.
Someone in his family was dying, or maybe he was dying. But the point of it was that he became religious after this experience.
That's usually what happens, yeah.
Yeah.
Before you continue, I also have another story of a guy at a bus stop that I talked to who had a similar experience. That was just crazy to me. But go on.
He said that he can't really explain it, but it's like he saw God. He's seeing God, and now like everything makes perfect sense for him, and he's super religious. This has happened years ago, so he started making music with the singer from POD, because he's religious as well. They have like a whole little group, the Whosoevers.
Right now. What's POD's
Little Susie
Colors?
only something. Blah, 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 blah.
Use of the Nation.
No.
Use of the Nation.
No, there's another one though.
Colors.
I can't think of it.
Boom! Here comes the boom.
Ready or not.
Here comes the bush. Or one of my favorites, Southtown. Do 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 do.
Oh.
Do do do. From Lil Nicky.
I can't think of it.
Here in the Southtown, yeah, you know that kid don't play.
I'm gonna have to listen to one.
Yeah, it's old school. It's classic.
So their group is called the Whosoevers, which is a friend of ours' Instagram.
That's a good podcast name.
The Whosoevers.
Yeah.
Podcast. But no, they chose Foolishness Podcast. Anyways. What this guy, because I feel like I'm a non-believer, right?
A deceiver.
But I have, throughout my teenage years, I like did a lot of studying of religions and stuff, and finding my own self path and stuff like that. And nowadays I'm kind of just like all over the place. A lot of my previous thoughts are all gone. Like I can't really remember them, right?
I thank God a little bit today, because it's always for like the minor things, like if I think it was at work, I did something and I was like, it worked out like completely, and I was like, okay, cool, because if that didn't work, then I would have to like spend another 30 minutes on this thing.
So you think God?
Yeah, I thank him for like the probabilities of things, for making them more lenient on how much I have to suffer, basically.
I was thinking this today, actually. Like, I wonder if humans are born to be fiends, and that's why they need God.
I feel like for some people it's that case.
Yeah,
I definitely believe we're fucking aliens that fucked a monkey.
Oh yeah.
I don't know about that one.
I think.
But I do feel like you lost me at fucking monkeys, but.
Bro, there's only.
If it would have fucked something else, maybe.
No, they fucked the fish, and then the fish went on land, and then fucked the monkey.
Yeah.
Man, aliens using our bodies as vessels.
No, it's the other. It's the Greys. They can't reproduce, so that's why they abduct us and probe us, because they use our DNA to reproduce. That's why there's half breed alien humans.
Yeah,
us or something else.
Yeah,
it's just weird how we share so much DNA with the monkeys.
We evolved from.
But like, yeah, no, obviously we evolved in different diverging. No, not.
I like the theory of a monkey just chewing on some mushrooms and fucking expanding their brain. Yeah, connecting to the fourth dimension.
The imagery is like his head is a banana, and it peels at the tip of the third eye. Like instead of all those flowers, like the flower of life shit, it's just a bunch of bananas opening.
I like the way the member of Korn explained it. Like he said he can't explain it. It just it just makes sense for him now. So I feel like I haven't had that yet, and I feel like it's possible for me to have that.
Yeah.
But it's not right now, and maybe it'll be down the road.
You could have had that.
Yeah.
That one night when you were.
That night I actually just was grateful to be alive. I was like,
that night was the devil.
And that was crazy.
The devil is God.
I think I had like
was an angel.
That's not how it works.
I'm just like a paranoid person, and I connect a lot of dots that shouldn't be connected. So I feel like I can't get that high because my brain's gonna do hoops and hurdles.
Yeah,
There was this guy at the bus about saying too. He's saying that he had like a bunch of like mishaps where like he got ran over, beat up, jumped and shit like that.
Mm-hmm.
He said one time he ended
Mishaps.
up. Yeah, I mean that's mishaps from like that's just his life. Like, that,
Bro, I don't like. Damn it, dude. I accidentally got hit by a fucking.
Yeah, that's how he was talking about it. That's how he was talking about it too. Like,
Oh, that guy?
yeah,
remember him.
Yeah, remember that?
Yeah.
That day? Yeah, like it was.
I was like, this shit sounds familiar.
Yeah, I forgot you were there too.
Yeah, you fucking bastard.
Yeah, I forgot.
Oh, that's karma, instant karma.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah,
Actually,
he was saying how what was it? I think it was a car accident or something. He ended up in the hospital like on his deathbed. And then his mom prayed for him. He was like something about like if my son's going to hell, then save him, but if he's going to heaven, then let him go peacefully. And she said that this fool woke up because
immediately.
Yeah, he he started regulating and stuff.
I read a few things that people like they hear you during like if your loved ones are in coma, talk to them because they hear you.
I feel like shit hardcore.
Yeah, I think it was like one of those like stories I saw on Instagram or something. But like the guy was basically saying, he was asked the question of how did you perceive time within your coma, and he was like, it's crazy because it felt like the next second, like the next day, but like when his mom was talking to him, he like knew what she was saying. I haven't just left the building, but he knew what she was saying, and then. Vice versa, his mom was on the deathbed, and he talked to her, and he was hoping that the same would be
to her.
Yeah, to her,
because
she basically like held on until he was done talking, and then she died. Is how it went.
He was saying how what really like struck me was crazy because like he's still alive and he was talking to me and shit, but like the right afterward he was like he says yeah, but then I fuck it up. And then I fucked that second chance up. God, he goes, it's crazy. God gives you second chances, and he just knows you're gonna fuck it up.
Yeah, I remember he was saying he got in a car crash, and then so he was chilling on the side of the road, and he was all fucked up, and these guys just started fucking with him. And they jumped him.
Because they didn't want him to report him.
Oh yeah, something like
crash.
That. Yeah.
I mean, you can still report a crash while being fucked up,
Like afterwards.
Yeah, like afterwards, like.
What's that too? Cause
and then you could also be like, and then they did this to me.
I had just bought a couple of figures, and so he was like, "Oh, those are
figures."
Yeah, he's like, "Those are gonna be worth money, huh?" That's what everyone says.
Yeah, but when it comes to toys and you're buying shit,
those are gonna be worth money, huh? I'm like, "No, not these ones."
Like,
I mean, it depends.
The money in toys is the exclusives. You find the exclusive.
No, it's also like 50 years down the line, the ones that you spend $20 on, since it's $20, people don't fucking care that much for them. They fucking lose them. They
might as well invest in bonds.
They might as well.
That's inflation.
No, but like they end up in like garage sales and thrift stores and shit.
Yeah.
But like they're ass. So the ones that are good quality are the ones that are pricey because they don't make them. They're discontinued. They're type beat.
Yeah, I've seen American figures and they be
like the Venom that you want, the 90s Venom.
Yeah,
it's inside the box and it's expensive because of that.
No, isn't he selling like for $30?
Yeah,
$40?
It's like
but that's the price of a fucking figure today.
Yeah, back then what was it like 10, 15?
Oh, okay, I get you. Well, that shit looks tight as fuck.
Yeah,
it's definitely worth that price.
Yeah, I want it next to my Venom. My Venom next to my Venom, and I'm gonna clean up the wall and shit, so I can have all my Venom shit right there.
You should just get like an actual fucking shelf or some shit, done.
No, because I have to clean out the closet so I can put it in right here. It's gonna be a table so we can do the shirts. We're gonna do shirts right here.
Why not a shelf right here?
Because that's the studio.
That's the stew.
Yeah.
That's the studio?
Mhm.
Let's record something.
I was recording something earlier.
Yeah, let's record something right now. Not right now, but let's record something soon.
Yeah, there's this boxer. I think it happened like in 2018 or 19ish. But the story is like super inspiring for me. Cause I came across it last year. Someone had posted something about it, right? But I don't like what the person had posted because it kind of made it seem like he was talking shit, and then he got fucked up from it. That's not how it went down. I actually went in and did a little bit of research, and turns out this guy. It's a sad story, man. Like, watching videos about it and stuff.
Sad state of affairs, to be sure.
Definitely made me cry. I shed a lot of tears just watching this story. You know,
Mm-hmm.
it's crazy. So his name is Pritchard Colon. So he was boxing a champion, right? This dude, I don't know who the guy's name was. I forgot it. But in the bout, the champion, he kept punching the back of Pritchard's head.
Oh,
yeah. This
I
is
remember that one time I fought Ricky. Man, it made me look at him differently after that, but that fool fucked me up.
Yeah?
Yeah, and that fool got me in the back of the head, and he got me once, and I almost want to go out, but
He did it on purpose?
Nah,
It was an accident?
Yeah, it was an accident.
Okay.
Because that fool was taller than me.
Uh-huh.
So I went in to do like a body shot, and as he was punching down for like I guess like a gut shot or some shit, my head was right there. Because like I just moved into that spot.
Bro, he did that anime, like, eyes went
That
out.
fool can
but he
move his
still
head,
kept
bro.
moving.
That fool
Yeah.
can move his head.
He's like a natural.
Yeah.
He said he never trained before.
Yeah, that fool can move his head.
But yeah, so this guy was getting hit in the back of the head multiple times through the fight. The fight was just fucking, it looked dirty as fuck, bro. The ref would see that shit and wouldn't do anything about it.
No,
They
fuck
got-
that.
And Pritchard Colon would tell the ref and he just wouldn't do nothing. And then so eventually he punched him. Pritchard Colon punched the champion in the nuts. And then he got in trouble for it.
Nah, fuck that.
It's like, what the fuck, dude? This guy's over here punching him in the back of the head, like, blatantly.
Yeah, and he
Blatantly.
punched him back in the back of the head.
Shit, they'd probably get him in trouble for that, too.
No, I meant the back of his dickhead.
Okay.
Ah.
Like the ball sack. Yeah.
He said,
So,
he said, hey, good headshot.
Yeah.
Good ball.
Take a shot. Take a
so
shot.
after the fight, a bunch of, like, blood was swelling up in the back of his head.
Mm-hmm.
And they had to fucking take it out or else he was gonna die. So they drained the blood, whatever was going on in the back of his head.
Yeah.
Ooh.
And ever since then, he was in a coma. And he was basically a vegetable, right?
Yeah.
And his mom just never gave up on him, and so he's awakened from his coma, right? But he can't
He's
talk.
paralyzed,
yeah,
yeah.
he's kind of like a little kid now, like a little infant.
Mm.
And the mom still never gave up on him, and he has no motor skills, so he couldn't do anything. So for like a year and a half, he was just like in the
Bedridden?
bed, and then nowadays he's actually gotten a little better.
Mm-hmm.
He can't talk too much, but he can say like mom and stuff, and like he can move his head and his hands a little bit.
Oh, I thought I saw a video of him walking.
Maybe I think that
Mm-hmm.
I haven't looked up in it in a while, but man, when I saw that
It's
story, I
just
was like, I can't.
You see this guy like a fully, like he's trained, you know,
Yeah,
like he's
trained.
fucking in a fucking boxing ring.
He was a good
1
boxer
second.
too.
And then the next second, he looks like an entirely different person because
Entirely different person, bro.
because some other guy decided to change his life.
Yeah, that fool at first.
That ref should be fucking sued. Like,
The ref should be sued.
His entire life should be dedicated to paying off this guy's fucking bills. Like,
Was boxing?
The one who got injured or the other one?
Yeah, the one who got injured.
Pritchard Colon.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. But, man, it's like, I see that story and it makes me feel like tomorrow's not promised.
Oh,
I need to live my life to its fullest potential.
remember that beanie I have, Memento Mori?
Mm.
That's why I wore it, because it's a remembrance. It's a, what is it? I think believe it's land. It's remember you will die. It's because you will die. So like make sure you do something meaningful within that timeline. And I was saying this to a coworker today. It was like taking shrooms is crazy because like you just find out that you're meaningless and everything, you're nothing and everything else is meaningless. And it kind of makes life easier because once you know everything is meaningless, you can have fun because nothing really means anything.
Kind of like the Oedipus quote you posted yesterday.
nihilism.
Yeah.
It was a
Like
good quote.
yeah, like
Positive nihilism.
I can't escape death, but I can escape the fear of death.
Mm-hmm.
Like if you escape the fear of anything, you just have more fun. Like if you think everything is meaningless, like you don't have to look at it nihilistically. You just look at it as
Not realistically?
nihilistically.
Oh, okay.
Like how you say it, pessimistically.
Huh.
Make that into something. Make something meaningful out of nothing that means nothing.
Yeah, I like
Yeah.
those ideals.
You get me?
Yeah, a lot
It's
of
like-
these thoughts are some nice things to dwell on during this ad.
Yeah.
It's,
Think about your loved ones. What do you guys think of? You think about a lot of your loved ones? What you would say to him? Hug them.
Positive nihilism.
Positive nihilism. I like it.
Yeah, because like you can be a nihilist. Because I'm a heavy nihilist, but you don't have to be pessimistic about it.
Mm.
You don't have to. Because I know I'm gonna die, and
I know you're a nihilist.
yeah, everything that's
Nihilists are so fucking hard to argue with.
Yeah, because this means nothing. Like, the argument means nothing. It's like, what are you doing? Like,
We're gay to the argument meaning. What are you talking
like,
about?
this is
That's
chill.
why we're arguing.
yeah,
We
exactly.
wants the money.
That's exactly what it is.
We
Humans
wants
give
the
meaning to
money.
everything. Humans give meaning to money. Humans give meaning to love, even though love is for everyone. Humans give meaning to death, even though death means nothing. It's just death. It's just a cycle of life. But death is evil to people because they're scared of death.
What do you
We
mean?
wants the money, man. We fucks you up. His girlfriend gave up her toll. It's not fair. It's not fair. Who's the fucking nihilist, pal?
But
How about you give us all the money that you have on you and we cause it even?
it's a German nihilist.
It's from
Bukowski?
It's from the Big Lebowski.
Big Lebowski. Close.
Damn.
Remember when I connected the dots of Lebowski and Bukowski? God damn, that shit was clean, bro. I
But-
should be teaching classes.
But what was it? Bukowski said something too about what we were talking about.
How you gonna wake up there?
How you gonna wake up there?
I was laughing, and then Isai was like, he goes, I just find it real funny when you start
Can you give me a pen from over
laughing by yourself.
Here, just use the pen that's on the table.
And he's like, and so whenever I start laughing by myself, like out of nowhere, he wants to know what made me laugh, right? So I'm like, oh, I was just thinking about Scary Movie 3. I was like, the part where he's like, man, how the hell are you gonna wake up dead? Because you will laugh when you go to sleep. That shit
Yeah,
makes
but
so
if
much
you're already
sense.
dead before you wake up. I don't remember how it
This is
goes
true,
at
like, how
all.
you gonna wake
I
up
remember
dead?
you and Giovanni like literally like looked up the fucking like actual script to fucking
Yeah,
learn that shit.
yeah. That shit was just funny to say around people. It's like how we used to do the
Potato?
Yeah, the Tyler the
Yeah.
Creator joke. Yeah, that's just funny to say people.
The what?
Yeah.
Tyler the Creator joke. The
What Tyler Creator joke? Tyler Creator. Tyler the Destroyer.
It's the moose one. He's like, there ain't no potatoes, and then he just stopped laughing randomly.
You don't know what we're talking about?
No.
You
Oh,
really
I thought you were
don't?
being sarcastic.
Yeah.
I want you to tell the joke.
Oh. Well, it's kind of Tyler's joke. No, I'm just
Yeah.
kidding. So there's this big ass moose, right? And he goes up into the grocery store.
Oh yeah.
And he asks the lady bitch, hey, where the potatoes? And the lady bitch says, ooh, they in aisle 5. So the moose goes down to aisle 5, and there ain't no potatoes. There ain't no potatoes. You don't like it, huh?
That's just the most funny thing I ever heard in my entire life.
That's how we just do it to random people, and like, we're
Yeah,
sitting
so
there,
I feel like-
some people would laugh too. That's
I
what
feel
the
like
funny part
if
is.
heaven did exist, it would just be God telling me that joke.
That is exactly what
And
heaven
it'll
is.
be me and him just laughing for eternity.
All dogs go to heaven. No, but
I need to watch that shit. It was one of my childhood movies.
Bukowski had his poem at the ending of his poem. It was like
The end.
no, it was
The poem is now over.
people would die if there was something left to kill. Meaning when people die, there wasn't life anyway. Like they're just moving about the day. They're not really living their life. They don't have any life. They don't like their life. So it's like once they die, there's nothing really to kill off. Like it's just death. And then it's like when you're talking about like near-death experiences making you see God and stuff. It's like when you wake up every day and there's nothing, you have nothing, and you're just tired of it. Like, isn't that like a near-death experience every day? Just realizing like you have nothing, and that you just want better, but you just don't have it. Like, shouldn't that be like a near-death experience every day? Like,
I don't know, man.
wanting to
'cause
live.
There was this one time where Gala was like, this was like 4 or 5 years ago. He was like, yeah, we're poor. And I was like, oh shit, we are poor, huh? And he's like, yeah. And I was like, god damn, I don't even feel poor, dude. Like, I work, and it gives my life meaning. And I do stuff, and I don't even feel like I'm poor. I ride the bus, I walk everywhere.
Mm-hmm.
I don't feel like I'm not homeless. Maybe it's because I've been homeless, so now I know I don't take things for granted, you know?
Mm-hmm.
So maybe that's why I have that aspect or that look on life like that, you know? like, and then another thing is too is another friend of mine told me, he was like, yeah, I get bored a lot. I get so bored. I'm like, dude, I never get bored. I'm always entertained by something, you know, like. If I'm walking to work, I'm listening to music. If I come home, I start chilling, you know, watching shit, taking toy pictures, everything. I always have something to do, you know.
Mm-hmm.
So I feel like if I have something to do, I can't really get bored.
There's always something to do, man. Always something to do. That's what I'm tired of.
But
I want to be bored.
That's the thing is like you can get tired of a lot of things, but like you can do a lot of things, but do you feel alive when you do it?
Now you know what?
I feel alive when I'm working out and running.
I get bored when I'm doing something that I don't want to be doing.
Like what?
Sometimes I get bored editing the podcast.
Sometimes
it's mostly when I lose the fucking, like, some bullshit happens and I have to re-edit it, and I'm like, now I have to listen to the podcast for the 4th time. Like, I have to listen to it as we're talking about it. I have to listen to it like one time over, then and all the little steps while doing it, and then fucking like lose the entire fucking progress, and then I have to go back into it, and it's like, ugh. And then I guess it's not really bored; it's more annoyed. But then also, like, at work, I'll get bored doing like the same anonymous tasks.
I was annoyed.
yeah.
No, that one's bored because I know what I'm doing. I literally turn into a machine.
Yeah, I go on autopilot and then that's about it. But
yeah, I go on autopilot.
But that's just work though. That's like kind of like a need to. So it's like I don't really suffer too much because it's a need to.
I also get bored when there's like scheduled things and you have to wait for something. You have to wait for your fucking doctor's appointment, so you're just sitting listening to music or something, and you're just kind of like waiting.
Oh, there was one time I went to the hospital because I had metal in my finger and shit, so I almost fainted. And I had no music.
Fucking Wolverine.
I had nothing.
Asshole.
Yeah, I had nothing. I was just fucking in the waiting room.
Yeah, when you're just in the waiting room, dog.
No, it's a whole different experience, but at least for me, because I like watching people. And it was funny because I was watching this.
Waiting rooms now? They're not waiting rooms, dog. At least the doctors I go to, because there's no one there.
No,
it's literally just you now.
Well, this was the hospital, so it was just like the waiting room for the emergency room. So you know that shit was always packed. And there was like this lady in a wheelchair, and I was sitting here, and this big bitch was sitting here, and this other bitch was sitting over here.
But the other bitch wasn't big.
No, she was medium bitch, but not big enough for me to call a big bitch. You know.
I get you.
Yeah. And something had fallen from the person with the wheelchair, and fucking that shit fell down, and then I was looking and I was like, I wonder who's gonna pick it up, you know? and then the big bitch next to me, she was looking around like, who's gonna pick it up? And then the bitch on the side, she fucking got up all mad like, fuck, no one's picking this up. So she went to the to pick up the thing for the lady, and the lady's like, "Oh, thank you," and then she's all mad because no one picked it up, and then I'm here sitting now all mad because it took her that long to pick it up.
Yeah.
So it's just
Why
funny
didn't you pick it up?
because I was waiting to see if everyone was also had mobiles.
Interesting.
Yeah, that's what's funny about it. Like,
so you didn't have morals.
Yeah, exactly. That's what's funny about it.
People on the bus are pretty nice. Like if someone falls or something like that, they'll help them up.
Yeah, it also depends.
Almost caught an old lady too.
It depends on how close you were though.
It's also funny.
It has to be the person who's closest.
Yeah. Well, like together, like let me get.
There has to be still somebody who's closer.
It's also funny seeing people,
the bigger bitch was.
It's also funny seeing people who are like this is like their first time on the bus. Like they're so clueless.
Yeah, I get you.
Yeah.
Like, how much is this? Or like,
yeah. Or just like they don't know how to brace themselves.
Yeah, what they say schizophrenia
Do you guys
on the
take
bus.
Visa MasterCard?
Yeah, when I took a bus on the way over here to Angel's house, and there was a family in the front of the bus. There was like a mom, a grandma, 2 daughters, and a son, and they're all like in the front.
Do you get a bundle deal?
Huh? It was funny.
Like, as long as your kid isn't this tall, then you're good.
It was funny because when their stop was coming up, they stood up after they pressed the button, right? And so when he fucking slowed down, they fucking fell. They all fell. The brother was on the other side of the bus, and he was okay, but because he sat down still. He seemed like he was probably a veteran of the bus, but his family's like new.
He's like,
no, a veteran would have told the family as well to sit down.
Unless he hated his family, he's like, let me see them fall. Yeah.
They like flew into their seats.
Like
No.
You think it's crazy when people want to see their family fall?
Yeah.
The bus driver was annoying though. Like, I had my mask.
He did it on purpose.
Well, it's because Angel calls it the Joe Biden.
Yeah.
I had my mask below my nose, right? But it's because like I have a small nose and I have big glasses, so like it just fogs up super easily.
Yeah, I get you.
And I like to breathe.
I have glasses that I have to wear at work
Mm-hmm.
for eye protection, I guess. It fogs up so fucking fast. Like, I literally just don't wear the mask.
Yeah.
Because
It's terrible.
it fogs up immediately. Like,
Yeah.
not even 1 second into wearing those glasses.
You get all
with the
that
mask.
COVID air in your eyes.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so like I keep my mask below my nose, and then so I'm waiting for the bus. It was like 10 minutes late, so I'm just chilling there, and then it finally pulls up, and then like I've taken the bus since I was a little kid, right? So like I know when like there's an old person coming off the bus and coming to the front, you know, the hydraulics go down, and like I just know the feel, you know. So like
You hear the rap? Beep beep
Yeah.
beep 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 beep.
so I know when to like wait or whatever. Because
And then
sometimes
you
you
hear, like,
just
the bus driver go, "We have an old person coming in."
nah.
No.
They don't even say shit. They just,
No, that's
they,
why
they,
they-
just hold a
yeah,
finger
They,
at
they
you.
make it like super like obvious.
They just hope you hold up.
Yeah.
There's like crippled.
Because if you walk in, they're gonna tell you, "Oh, can you hold?"
Andy capable.
If you walk in and there's someone coming, they're like, "Oh, can you step outside real quick?" They like gesture to you, and you're like, "Okay."
I almost caught an old guy the other day coming out the bus.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cut him?
He almost
Caught him.
cut these
Oh.
hands on his back, picking him up because I'm a nice guy.
Because the bus driver didn't pull up as close enough to the curb.
Oh,
and so
yeah.
when he did his walker,
Uh-huh.
he went into the space between the curb and the bus.
Fuck.
He almost fell on his face. I was like, nah, bro, I got him.
Nice.
Bro almost lost
Good
his-
Samaritan.
Yeah, the bus let me on for free. The bus driver let me on for free.
He did?
Yeah.
Nice.
I was like, dog, next time park closer to the curb. Now, I
You
didn't
told
say
him
that.
that? Oh.
Nah. But I was like, it was the same dude that fucking always.
No, that's
goes
why
off.
I
that's why
hate
he
that
let you
guy.
on for free because he was like, bro, that was a lawsuit.
Yeah.
That guy just got his new set of teeth.
Nah, give me a day pass.
Lost him the whole thing.
Yeah, so I freaking
It would have been lost.
I'm standing there at the bus stop. The bus pulls up, and like he hasn't opened the doors yet. So I was like, "Oh, I guess someone's about to come out." So I'm just standing there, and like the door has double windowed, right? It's all double windowed. So there's a pillar in the middle of the, or there's like a space where covering the middle of the bus door.
Weird.
Yeah, and I can't see the bus driver, and the bus driver, I guess he can't really see me. So I'm just standing there, and he still hasn't opened it yet. And I'm like, what the fuck's going on, you know? So I'm just standing there, and still nothing. And then I was just like, damn, what the fuck's going on? And like I don't know I can't remember if he raised or lowered the hydraulics. I think he raised them a little bit, and I was like, no one's getting off. I don't know why this guy hasn't opened the door yet. So like I was probably standing there for like a good minute, and then he finally opens the door, and I step in, and he's like, he honks his horn real fucking loud, and I'm like, what? And he goes, he plays the thing that goes, wear your mask, no mask, no ride, and I'm like, I'm wearing my fucking mask, you know? And so he goes like this, and I'm like, oh, he puts his hand over his face to gesture, like, you know, put your mask on. I have my mask on. So I was like, oh, this motherfucker wants me to put it all the way on, over my nose and shit. So I had to fucking put it over my nose. Then my glasses started fogging up immediately, so then I take them off, and then I'm just sitting in the bus. And I'm like, man, this guy's a pussy.
Yeah.
2 years into this fucking shit, like, and you're this hardcore over their mask, like.
And you haven't caught it yet?
Yeah, it's like,
No
bro.
cap. Man, it's just crazy. Like,
Is it? Is life crazy?
It is crazy because like people are just too scared to die.
I thought it was meaningless.
Dude.
Yeah, they're just too scared.
I thought it was meaningless, not scary.
Little pussy.
Well, that's why people think they have meaning, and the sad truth is most people don't have meaning, and the only meaning they really have is, even though it's important, but is remedial, is just provide to society.
It's remedial?
Yeah, because like I mean, you have to provide to society to be looked at as a participant.
Ask not what your country can do for you, ask what you can do for your country.
Yeah, it's like love thy neighbor, support your community type shit. Like, doesn't matter how you support your society, you have to support it in some way.
Do you think all forms of nationalism are bad?
No, I don't.
Or do you feel like, or do you feel nationalism in a general is bad? That's why.
I think evil is in the hearts of people, and that people who want to have nationalism, it's easy for them to claim a little bit evil as well, as saying like, oh, this nation, this the best, this nation this nation that, but nationalism is fucking love for your nation, you know, like where you come from and shit. Like, there's nothing wrong with that. To be proud of from where you come from, or
You know what though?
proud of all the heartache. that
Dude,
You know
people-
what sus thing I heard about?
People will talk shit about America left and right, but they'll claim their fucking city.
Oh yeah,
in a
that's
heartbeat.
that's yeah. And that's also another thing, because it's a community, which people
Yeah.
don't get. Like, that's why I don't like politics, because politics is this grandiose show. Well, it's like, I care so much, you know, but they don't really care because they don't know their neighbors, they
Did you
don't
see
know the
that
community.
shit? Fucking, I forgot what company did it, but they spent, I think it was like $2 million on advertising for a campaign. Not a campaign, but for advertising the fact that they spent $100,000 on charity.
Oh wow, yeah.
$100?
Terrible.
$100,000 to charity.
And how much was that?
$2 million.
Oh yeah, you see, like shit like that is kind of weird, you
That's
know?
fucking insane.
Yeah.
Also, you didn't have to spend $1 doing that. You could have just did it.
I just did it in word of mouth. Like
Yeah, like a Twitter post.
what we did.
That's literally like it. Like, you don't even have to say that you did it. You just have to say, hey, there's this charity. That's it. That's all they gotta say. There's charity. Just donate to the charity. Don't say we did 100 million. Now you guys do too. Or 100,000. I mean,
That's why life feels like the Truman Show.
I had 2 names that was kind of like looking at if Fool's Podcast wants to get involved down the road.
Evolve, like change your name.
Yeah, sure. I like the Fools though, but then I'm gonna cut these 2 out because I don't want none of you motherfuckers to take it like the other fuckers that you have. But they're
Bleep.
and the logos.
Bleep.
Or
Bleep.
but like, but the crosshair
oh, no,
one's
a
pretty
shit-
cool.
a sh-
Bleep.
Yeah, is that what you have?
Or
Look at the fucking top. What? I don't know why you're not even looking at the book.
Because I
Why?
can't see.
You're like looking at the area.
Angel can't see. You didn't know that?
I can't see it, y'all. I really can't. Like, if you show me something, you really have to give it to me.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
10 minutes into the podcast.
How does Donkey Kong clap?
Yeah, but both.
That's cool. It should be, you know, those magic.
Bleep.
The blue
Yeah,
ones.
sometimes the blue
Yeah.
one, but also like they changed the color and they did. People steal that design like 1,000 times, but this one's kind of a little too close to it. I don't like.
Blatant ripoff from
Blatant
something you're not
rip-off
even
shit,
associated
yeah.
with.
Yeah, like when we made the Fu, and I drew him over with the other thing. That was our original design anyway. I just used the other guy because I didn't want to work hard.
Yeah.
But I literally gave him the same design I gave him when I drew him on my.
Who says it? I forget who says it, but a good artist balls, but a great artist steals.
Oh, every artist.
Yeah.
I forgot who said it. Oh, everyone. You know why? Because there's only so much shit that you could just fucking like. Even the things that you don't think are taken, dog.
That's why I hate
You're
when,
not original.
Yeah, that's why I hate when people get
Like
upset
Cake
about
Boss
samples.
and fucking what's the other one? The original. There was Cake Boss was a ripoff of House of Cakes or something like that.
No, I don't know that.
You don't know what I'm talking about,
No.
bruh.
I'm not. We're not into the like whole like. They're not even sitcom. What is it? Reality TV cooking shit.
I mean, I know Kitchen Nightmares, about rescue.
Yeah, but even then, like, there's 1,000 things that are like those. You know, that was just what TV was when we were younger. Everything was the same thing, but some was just better. And those are what evolved.
I feel like
And
I
then
was gonna say something, but
Ace of Cakes.
Another one was
You don't know Ace of Cakes?
No.
Is that what it was? The
Bleep.
D-Boys, the Yu-Gi-Oh card, the
Yeah.
secret rare. I was gonna mention it earlier in the podcast and I forgot because we're
But
talking
now
about.
we're back at it.
Now we're back at it, dude.
You know what? Like the D Boys. That's what gave me the ideas for the lagoons.
That's tight.
Yeah, the LA
they're
goons.
just fucking chilling. and
When you
shit.
buy a box,
Let's make a Wolf Cop movie, but it's lagoons, LA goons. It's about 3 motherfuckers who washed up to fucking Venice Beach and shit, and they got up and they're just creatures. But like a bunch of people just think they're people in costumes, so they're like, yeah, and like it'll be like a Jackass-esque because we'll actually be walking around in costume and get people's reactions and shit.
That case was funny.
There's when you buy a box of Yu-Gi-Oh cards,
Or
a booster box, you're lucky enough to pull a secret rare, right? There's probably like one maybe in each box, give or
Wait,
take.
hold on real quick. Let's go back to the Lagoon thing because I want to. What was that Eric Andre movie where it was basically Jackass, but he had like that
Was it a
plot?
bad
They
trip?
didn't prank show.
Yeah,
A bad trip?
Bad Trip. Yeah, something like that. Something like that.
Yeah.
But it would be us 3 doing improv in the lagoons.
Are you saying that Impractical Jokers?
But there's still like a story though.
Yeah, I get you.
Yeah. So we're still heading for something, And we do like the same joke like 15 times to get different reactions.
Very funny.
Bad trip ass. Yeah, that'd be dope. The lagoons. The lagoons.
And that's what I mean by like, if you can like shit humility from like your mind,
Yeah, bro.
you can do anything.
And then Eric Andre, like executive producer.
Yeah, like
That'd be.
a person like Eric Andre can be fucking
He'll pay
being
for it,
TV and shit. Like
He'll pay
that's
for
crazy.
lagoons. All right, go on though.
he said, "Yeah, money sign, money sign,
Money,
get,
money,
get, get,
money.
get."
Please. Gimme money, please.
What was that?
I just fucking watched
Parking
her, just her,
registration?
all her scenes in that
Yeah.
show.
Money, please.
There's a
She's a
super
good
cut of
actress,
it.
man.
Yeah, there's a super cut of it on YouTube. This shit's funny, dude. Money, please. It's easier. If you
They
just
should
give
make
her
her
money.
Amy in the new Sonic movie.
She should be man on web.
Wow, bro. Don't tell me that.
No, I think Amy's already cast.
Damn.
That'd be cool.
That
And
would
she'll
be
be
cool,
like,
bro.
symbiotes.
Cause I like Amy. Dude, she did say it. She was in
Symbiote.
fucking Venom, bro.
Yeah, she was
I didn't like her casting at all, bro.
Yeah, me neither.
And I didn't like the other
I didn't
fool's
mind her
casting.
casting.
Like I didn't mind her
But
casting.
also,
If the dude
character
casting,
was terrible.
yeah, if the dude casting looked like who he should have been, I wouldn't have mind her
Who?
casting.
Who?
The Indian
Hardy?
dude, or the main bad guy,
The
one-
guy from
Riot?
Star Wars who got his
Yeah.
mind raped by a tentacle monster.
Yeah, the dude turns into Riot.
Oh, Gilly.
He's like,
Oh, Gilly. Oh, I didn't have a problem with him.
I did. Like he didn't seem like a.
He
cool
just seems
villain to
kind of.
me.
He just seems weird.
He
The
seemed
actor
like a
himself.
nerd, like
Yeah, he was Elon Musk.
yeah,
They made him that billionaire guy.
There. Okay.
It just seemed
I
like
watched this guy named the Cosmonaut
Nothing.
Variety Hour. He's a pretty cool reviewer. I don't agree with almost half the shit he says because he just shits on everything, right? But he is pretty entertaining to watch, and he has like really crazy ass opinions on shit. And so he was shitting on that movie for that guy having drones. He's like, this is basically
Another movie with drones. I can see like why so many movies use drones.
that
but,
wasn't
like,
even his issue. His issue was that this is basically evil Elon Musk. Why would he have drones? I'm like, bitch, who doesn't have drones? You could be a normal fucking person.
It's
a civilian.
$5.
Yeah, you can have a
On
drone.
Wish.
the government had
So-
drones before us.
So why wouldn't you? If you were evil Elon Musk, why wouldn't you have drones? It's like that's kind of stupid. And you start to notice that because man, I remember I used to just like listen to people wholeheartedly on YouTube, like their little YouTube videos. Now I'm like, bro, you're coming up with the. There was this video that was on my recommended for a while that I was saving or on my watch later, and it was called Kirishima and True Masculinity, right?
Kirishima from My Hero.
Yeah. And because of spoilers, I waited. It was on there for like a year, so I waited till I finished the newest season. And then I finally watched the video a little bit afterwards. And I was like, damn, it had no spoilers. I didn't even I could have watched this shit a long time ago.
Up.
Yeah. So, but I watched it and it was annoying how, like, the main point that this guy was trying to prove, I agreed with it. But his little examples along the way, I didn't agree with. It's like he was one of his examples in the beginning of like.
I think it's so weird how that shit happens.
Toxic-
We came to the same conclusion, but we got there differently.
Yeah.
You know what's crazy? I'm gonna try not to do it here too much, but that's how people think. Like, when people see color red, the way I see color red isn't the same way you see color red. Like the information gets absorbed differently.
Definitely.
Like, that's what's crazy about it. Like, you can have someone describe something in front of them, and then they'll describe it different
It's
ways.
perceived differently.
That's why you can't force people to do anything.
Yeah,
they have
it's-
to do it on their own.
Mm-hmm.
That's why you can't. But then at the same time, people get like fucking. What do you call it? Not hypnotized, but they get.
No, I think it's like if I'm thinking.
There's hope that people perceive things in the same way that other people perceive.
You know how the
That's why people.
how
try to get
media
wrong.
pull the wool on everyone with
The
like
wool over my eyes.
yeah with what me and you agree with, like, oh, this person's bad, and then everyone starts to believe it.
Mm-hmm.
Like, people fall for that shit easy. They're fucking sheep.
That's why our friendship gets strained sometimes, because when you guys have like the same perceptions, but they differ from
Well, that's
me.
that's
So a
what-
lot of times when we get into arguments, the way that you guys perceive a situation is entirely different than the way I do.
Because I agree with Gallo, because even if we agree, we get that totally differently, and but it's cool though, because then you get to see who's dumb and like you make people smarter and shit, and that's how that's how.
So you're saying I'm dumb?
No, I'm just saying I'm dumb
because
sometimes.
I'm a minority.
No, I'm saying I'm dumb
I'm
sometimes,
hella
and your minority is what is key to my dumbness. It's to fix me, you know.
I'm hella dumb, man.
Because you see shit, you see shit differently than I do. So you might have an answer that I don't, or he might have an answer that I don't. I might have an answer you don't, you know. So that's why it's always cool to listen to people when they talk.
Yeah. So
wait, hold on. You were talking about Kirishima, the YouTube thing?
Yeah. So okay, I guess you could say if I was watching a YouTube video back in the day, right? Because me and you, Gala, we both got heavy into video essays.
Oh yeah. Yeah, you showed me Captain Christian.
Yeah.
I was thinking about that the other day because he loved or something. And I was like, how do I even know Captain Christian? That's because you showed him.
Crazy. Yeah, Captain Christian was like the first god tier video essay guy. But then you watch so many videos.
Because it's like PowerPoints are like bottom barrel fucking like shit. But then you go to like god tier fucking like
editing.
Top. Like yeah, fucking like Captain Christian-esque like I care about what you're saying, even though I technically don't.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I didn't willingly look up Studio Ghibli fucking like lore.
Yeah.
You know, like the history of Studio Ghibli. You just said like you basically like
gave me a reason to care for it.
You gave me a reason to care because I know how you talk about things and I want to feel the enthusiasm you do.
Yeah, that's how I felt about his Superman video. Because I didn't give a shit about Superman, but him explaining like.
I still don't, but that's a great video.
Yeah, it's a great video. He explains how Superman couldn't fly back in the day. It's just because
he jumped over with a giant leap.
He jumped over tall buildings with a single bound.
A single bound,
yeah. But because the animation, it was cheaper to have him just fly over shit instead of having to jump all the time. That's why he flies. It's fucking crazy.
So
I saw another guy. I wouldn't call it a video essay. I'll link what his thing is. I'll probably edit in his name. Nerd Sync. But he did like one of the old Captain America 60s cartoons and shit. And like just like old cartoons in general. And like his whole process of trying to get it and blah, blah, blah. And it was so good. Like just watching it and like seeing like how everything was reused. Like episodes were literally like reused to be a different episode. It's fucking insane. But it's also like watching it all together, it makes no sense. But
yeah.
Go on.
It's just like, I would watch these video essays and I'd be like, I agree with this motherfucker. This is tight, blah, 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 blah. But then you get to the point where, I forget, I think it was a video essay that explained it to me, but it's just like, you can watch a video essay and be along for the ride, but try not to get your opinion fully changed by that person, because that's what a video essay person can persuade you into believing a certain way, right? He can only show you one side of the story. So,
perceptions.
And that's what almost any kind of video as well, or anything. And that's why I'm going to question what you present to me, right? So this guy, because I have my own view of what masculinity is, right? And I have my own view of what toxic masculinity is. And watching this guy's video, his version of toxic masculinity is like getting buff and shit like that, or being the buffest motherfucker you can, right? Stuff like that, and not showing any emotions. And you know, it can be toxic, but it also is traditional, to me, is a traditional form of masculinity, right? So he uses JoJo's Bizarre Adventure Part 3 as an example of how it's toxic to be buff. Because
that's a beautiful man.
Yeah, because
that's a beautiful man.
Because everyone
exactly
in JoJo is beautiful.
Yeah, exactly. Because he goes, oh, in JoJo Part 3.
You see those midverse?
Except when they make those
right?
ugly
You see those
motherfuckers,
V's
like,
that they have?
Exactly.
When they make those purposely ugly motherfuckers,
they have
they're
curves, bro. They got curves.
He says Jotaro, a 17-year-old, is built the same as his 70-year-old grandpa, Joseph. And they have big
Joe Stars.
They look like they're smuggling boulders in their shoulders and shit like that. I'm like, no fucking shit.
I kind of don't like that design, that whole tire-esque thing. I don't like that.
What?
But that's...
I don't mind it.
JoJo has the tire-esque fucking shoulder design.
Yeah. But here's the
I get you, like the shoulders and stuff.
Yeah, the shoulders are literally just circles. Like.
Yeah, I get you.
I don't mind it. The thing is, though, is that, like, that's kind of just like part 3, you know? Or maybe if you want to say part 1 through 3. And he says...
No, part 1 and so they don't have that. Weird tire.
They definitely, like...
Yeah, they're puffed out. Yeah, definitely, 100%.
In part 3, yeah. But he was like, oh, boy, they come a long way, though. Then he shows Giorno and how slim he is.
Giorno.
But I'm just like...
Oh, such a good theme song.
Yeah. I'm just like, yo, like... I mean, I get you're trying to make your point, but it's just... it's just like
It's coming off the wrong way.
it's coming out the wrong way. You know, it's like
He just used a bad analogy.
yeah. And then I started agreeing with what he was saying, and then he used another bad example, and I'm like, nah, dude, it's not like that. But basically what he was saying was that Kirishima, he wanted to be a badass, right?
Mm-hmm.
But then when he starts talking about the episode where Kirishima, you know, he's a kid, he has black hair, he wanted to help this girl who was getting attacked by some villain or whatever, but he couldn't do anything. But then Ashiza, I don't know how to pronounce her name, but the Pinky, but like when she was gonna call herself the Alien Queen, but then fucking dumbass Midnight,
Mina.
yeah,
Or some shit.
the dumbass Midnight girl was like, oh well, that's too yucky and evil sounding or scary sounding. Change your name. So she just settled with Pinky. I was like, damn, Alien Queen would have been hard. Yeah,
Alien Queen sounds dope.
yeah, right. But now she's Pinky.
Because she's a hater.
She's a hater, yo. Yeah, so Pinky saved.
Maybe she just didn't want her to demonize herself because of how she looks.
I don't think so.
Yeah, maybe that. Especially in a world where everybody looks different.
Yeah. You
You
literally got a crow motherfucker off to the side.
I am Angel. What's your name? Alien Queen. Right.
I had to be XX Angel XX with interchanging lower cases and shit.
The whole Xbox 360 names?
Yeah, you're like, because Angel was taken by an actual hero with wings.
Angel Hero Wings.
Damn, yeah, imagine all the Mexicans named Angel with fucking dumbass quirks.
Yeah.
Dumbass quirks, fool ass quirks.
Yeah.
Bro, I could put lime in all my shit. I squirt lime juice.
Yeah, so he feels like he's not a man, you know, he couldn't save that
The
person.
girl-
She saves him?
Yeah, she saves the person, right? And then so Kirishima, he doesn't feel like a man, so then he goes home, and then he sees this like veteran hero who's retired already named Red Riot.
Red Riot.
And then they asked him a question of like, do you ever feel scared when you're rescuing people? And he says, I do. And then like everything clicked for him to see like a man show vulnerability.
Mm-hmm.
That was like true manliness to him. That's why he dyed his hair red and changed, and that's why he came up with his hero name. I forget it though.
Mm-hmm.
He's like Red something. But that is true.
He's really cool. He's one of my favorites.
Kirishima?
Kirishima,
He's a lot of people's favorites, yeah. And it's cool. I like him a lot.
To metal, right? Or
No, that's his rival.
He hardens though.
Yeah, he hardens. And dude, that's why like,
and he hits himself to make himself try to get harder. He
Bro,
trains himself.
that whole little arc with him and Fat Guy, it was fucking amazing, dude.
Oh my god, it's so good.
It was so badass. The MMA quirk villain, dude, that guy was dope as hell. Just the whole thing was awesome, right? And my version of masculinity definitely is like being fit, you know, knowing when to not feel too much, basically keeping your emotions in check. Because I feel like if you're controlled by your anger, that's obviously not masculine to me at all, bro. Like, you need to keep that shit in check. You need to know when to feel that, right? And then also being vulnerable. That is also a version of my masculinity.
What do you mean by vulnerable? No.
So, because basically this guy's saying that vulnerability is the true masculinity, right? And I agree with that. You know, it really is. Like, if you're able to shed some light on how you really feel and stuff.
Just think about it like this, man. You're a boxer, you're in a ring. You're gonna be blocking those hits, but you're gonna also know when to take them.
Yeah, exactly. That's like the vulnerability part. Is like, you know you're gonna get hit.
You know you're gonna get hit. You're gonna try your best not to, but sometimes you gotta eat those punches, man.
Mm-hmm.
That's what it is, man. Sometimes you need to open yourself up.
And people are looking at, because toxic masculinity does exist, but it's not what people are saying it is.
Yes.
What is it then, huh?
It's internal. It's not. Oh, I wanna provide more. I wanna. Those are just consequences to what's really going on. Or I wanna work out more. Or I wanna do this. I wanna hound. I wanna bark. That's just consequences of what's really happening. It's insecurity. It's hurt. It's not understanding your pain. It's all this stuff. And as a man, like, you're supposed to understand your pain. And like Ivan says, you're supposed to be vulnerable, because the way you be vulnerable is you understand your pain, so you understand other people's pains, and that's how you protect them. And as a man, you protect, you provide, and that's how it's supposed to go. But people are saying toxic masculinity is you can't work out, you can't do this, you can't do that, or you can't hold doors open for women, you can't do this, you know, like small amount of shit like that. It's like, that's not what it is. That's a man being a man. That's like, if you're a woman and his design duty is to protect, why wouldn't you let him open the door and let you like people are evil and stuff. You have to.
It's funny. You did like the slap ass motion.
Oh,
but like from the door.
That's what's fucked up for you because I was saying like go in.
Yeah,
you know?
to go in, but
Yeah.
but you're like below me, so like you're literally like
That's funny.
slap ass level. Slap ass.
Slap ass. I gotta have it.
No, very well put, Angel.
Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah, but
Yeah, it's,
and there's these
and
women.
it's ambiguous as well.
Yeah.
Like even though you're saying man and woman, it's literally ambiguous.
Yeah.
Oh,
What do you mean?
I don't know what you mean.
About it?
Yeah, I don't know. That's why.
Anyone could be the man.
Yeah, anyone can be the
Yeah.
woman.
Yeah.
And it's not like, and you don't have to be like a man. You don't. There's no certain way to be a man.
Yeah,
It's not
Yeah.
like you have to.
it's something that you don't have to say though.
Yeah, exactly.
Is what I'm saying though.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, it's a mindset.
Yeah, it's
There's a protector and there's a provider.
it's not the way
There's
you
like this,
act.
this,
It's not
this,
the way.
yeah.
It's not what you say. It's just what you represent. It's your word. It's who you can protect, what you can provide, or who you can help. Like when I go outside, I'm not just looking out for myself and making sure I'm cool. I'm making sure the old lady that can't cross the street fully is cool and the cars don't hit her. I make sure that the lady who isn't looking out for her kids, I'm looking out for her kids.
Mhm.
Because I know if they can't do it, I can do it. So
Yeah.
why wouldn't I look out for it? And it's one of those things where it goes back to God when people say, I was thinking about this 2 days ago, when people say God is always watching, and the way I look at God is yourself because you create your own path.
Mhm.
And
Oh,
God,
bro, you're gonna get killed that way.
that's fine. That's my belief. And
Killed by who?
Nah, it's like that whole Titanic thing where it's like, you claim you're God and like
Yeah.
disaster happens like right afterward.
I mean, disaster happens to me all the time, but
Look at me.
yeah, but
I'm a man with a podcast. The disaster podcast.
Yeah. We talk about disaster movies.
That's it. Yeah.
Everyone loves Dante's Inferno.
We never talk about, but we never talk about disaster movie.
What's that volcano movie that everyone loves?
2012?
Armageddon.
Pompeii?
Armageddon.
Everyone loves Armageddon, bro.
That's
Yeah.
not. That's not a volcano
that's an alien movie. I mean, that's a meteor movie.
That's a meteor movie.
Oh, I'm
Pompeii?
tripping, bro. Never mind. You know they.
You
Bro,
talking about Bruce Willis?
They made a Pompeii 2. I'm like, how the fuck you gonna make a Pompeii 2? That shit blew up. It's gone. Anyways, go ahead.
the fucking volcano came back.
Mm-hmm.
No, so
Yeah, the volcano didn't die.
so people always saying, religious people are always saying God is always watching, but what does it really mean?
Mhm.
It's like, are you always watching yourself? Are you always watching other people? You're God.
Well, if they're
Yeah.
not saying it the same way you are.
Well,
You're saying it as yourself, but
well-
they're saying it as their
actual
person,
God,
omniscient.
but subconsciously, like when you think of God, it's like, okay, I have to make sure I watch myself because I know God's watching, so I have to watch myself. So in that sense, you become your own God because you still have to watch yourself because you're scared of a man God,
I'm not saying it like that.
You know?
Nah, it's definitely it's more of like, oh, daddy's watching, so I'm not gonna fucking do that type beat.
Type B.
Yeah,
That's funny.
it's like
Well, that's what I'm saying. Are you really watching yourself? Is God really watching?
no, but that's what
Yeah.
I'm also saying is because
Yeah.
you're saying that you are God, but like just because I'm not gonna do something because I don't want dad to see doesn't mean that I'm dad. Like it doesn't mean that I'm up there looking at me.
It's just because that statement doesn't coincide with the way you believe God is.
Because God is a multiple of things. God is truth. God is universe. God is this. God is that.
Yeah, because you can. I could see it that way
Yeah.
too. You are your own God, right?
Mm-hmm.
I agree with you on that. But that statement of God's always watching, that doesn't come from people who think like that. It comes from people who think God is an all-knowing, all-purpose being.
And when you're inside like of a realm of everything that you know, aren't you like an all-knowing, all-purpose being? Because you know everything that you should know.
Nah,
No.
because we're still human at the end of the day.
I get we have our flaws.
We
but-
literally
draw-
we literally
yeah.
cannot see behind our back, so like in the most literal sense.
Mhm.
Yeah, but that I don't know, man. Like the whole masculinity thing, like that commercial that came out, the Gillette commercial, like oh, boys will be boys, grilling. And shit. I've never grilled before.
They still got those Old Spice commercials. She's taking my
That's
my
funny.
body wash.
Those are funny.
Yeah.
Because it's true,
They're
Old
at
Spice is
Thirsty
good.
right now.
Old Spice is good, man. Like fuck, like,
Mm,
I like it.
I just like the smell.
I don't
I remember
know
Vince
anymore.
Staples. He did that GQ video of like your essentials, and he was like, "We don't use Old Spice. That shit. That's for racist white people or some shit like that." I don't know why he said
said some shit
it.
like
Yeah,
that.
He's really outspoken, but it's cool.
Yeah.
I like him. He's funny.
He
as
wouldn't
fuck.
be him if he's not.
Yeah, exactly. So if that's his opinion on Old Spice, then that's his opinion. But
damn.
why do you use Old Spice? No.
Deodorant,
Okay.
not
yeah.
the body wash though.
I don't. I do use
I
the
like
body
the body
wash.
I like the body wash.
You made me use the body wash one time, and when I was using it, like I feel like it went bad. Like literally, like a month into using it, because this was a big bottle, I was like, this doesn't smell like what it smelled like.
Mm-hmm.
Like it changed, and I don't like
I
it.
remember me, Angel, and Juan used to all use the when they had like the island ones. Like, oh, bro, you got the Fiji? I got the Fiji.
I still use the Fiji deodorant.
Yeah, I use
And I bought one when I didn't have smell with Angel. I don't remember what it was though.
Oh yeah, I remember
But
that too.
I haven't tried it yet, so it's still a mystery.
You saved it for when his smell
It's a
came back.
mystery scent now.
That's funny.
Yeah.
Yeah, but there's this movie called Taxi Driver, right? With Robert De Niro and directed by Martin Scorsese.
Scorsese.
Martin Scorsese.
Is that his weed that he makes?
Martin Scorsese.
Scorsese.
Directed by Martin Scorsese, right?
Oh no, I guess it would be a beer, huh? Scorsese IPA.
That'd be cool. Everyone has an IPA nowadays.
Yeah, Deftones.
Deftones. We drank that shit together.
I watched the change in you. It's like you never.
Yeah, Taxi Driver, I watched that shit a couple years back, and it's basically like this taxi driver in New York. He likes this girl.
It's very like in the life of.
Have you watched it?
Yeah.
Have you watched it, Angel?
It's definitely a movie that's like should be on a list of things to watch.
Yeah.
Just to get it.
It's an old movie, so it has, you know how old movies have their little theme songs? This movie has a theme song, it gets pretty annoying. But
yeah, I feel like the score could be changed.
Yeah. So he likes this girl and she works in an office for politics. She works for a politician. He has a crush on her. He's racist. They don't blatantly tell you that he's racist, but when black people are around, he starts to act more defensive, like hides his stuff.
Streets.
Yeah.
Checking pockets. Locking doors.
Yeah, and
the locking doors thing is usually what happens in the movies because it's very easily like visible.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He wants to impress this girl, so all he does all night, he tells you, it's like he's narrating it. He drives his taxi all night, so he doesn't mind driving so much, you know? And what he does to feel more masculine is he starts working out, and then he gets a gun. And that's where that scene comes from, where he's in his bedroom and he's like, you talking to me?
It doesn't even start off that way. It starts off like entirely different, but like
Yeah.
it's basically bastardized to the point where people just say it like, you talking to me?
You talking to me? I don't see anybody else here. You must be talking to me. And he pulls out a gun real quick from his sleeve. So he's doing these things to feel more masculine, but anybody can tell you that the movie is just showing you like he's a version of toxic masculinity, right?
He really is. Especially like he's using this woman to also feel masculine because he's like, oh yeah, I like this girl, so I'm gonna get the girl.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, definitely.
Mm-hmm.
But I feel like that's because he's using these means of trying to feel masculine, but using them in the wrong way. Mm-hmm. You can work out and you could feel
get that
manly.
pumping.
Yeah, you can feel manly.
Oh yeah, it fights depression as well.
It doesn't mean you're owed anything because you're doing that. Things will fall in place. What do people tell you? Just keep on your course and things will fall in place for you.
It's because people don't have patience. People don't know how to patience.
I wrote some lyrics that are a little bit similar to that.
Mm-hmm.
Like you're not owed what you're working for.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Like it doesn't matter how hard you worked for it. It's not like I worked this hard for like years. Like I should have it now. It's like that's not how life works.
I've seen.
Like some people don't get it.
Some people say working out is the one thing you can do where the amount you put in is the amount you get back, right? That's still not true. There's people who have way better genetics than you, and they just they can work out a little bit and are built like a brick shit house. There's girls who don't. There's girls who work
She's
out.
a brick
shit
house.
There's girls.
Stanky.
She let it all hang out.
There's girls who don't work out at all, and they have the best booties you might have ever seen.
MSG,
and then there's girls.
The best personalities. They have the best personalities.
The best assets.
And then the best assets. There you go. And there's girls who work out a lot and they got what they got.
Yeah.
Oof.
I mean, ain't much, but it's honest work.
Exactly. Yeah, so even in that regard, you're still not getting what you're putting in, you know?
Yeah.
It's kind of just life. You have everything.
You debunked that saying.
Yeah. Everything is a dice roll. Well, it's just something that some people try to say.
Yeah.
That's not, okay, but that doesn't mean don't work out, you know? Still put your work in.
It's like the same thing with like another situation like Twitch streamers or something. It's like, well, if I fucking stream every day and I do this and I promote and I blah blah blah. Same thing with us on the podcast. It doesn't guarantee us viewers. It doesn't guarantee us listeners. It doesn't guarantee anything. Yeah, you can still try.
And if you actually take that seriously, life will laugh at you. And
the guarantee.
Yeah, like if you actually think like you know, some women and some men will think like, oh, my life will be this in 2 years, and then in 3 years I can do this, and then it's all based on that schedule and stuff like that. And and people really stick to that, and they think that's logical.
That double DS thoughts.
Yeah. they think that it's logical and shit, and then life happens to them, and then it just laughs at them because it's like, look at what you thought was real. That shit ain't nothing.
Yeah.
This is what's real. Nothing's real.
The best thing.
You know what though? If I lived in the Matrix, man. I'm just kidding.
The best.
Just bring that conversation up
I was
again.
about to go off again. I was like,
No.
I know. I was like, you're opening up a can of worms here, dude.
I know. I was supposed to get ready and shit.
The best thing I've heard when it comes to working out is be the best version of you.
Mm-hmm.
That can go for anything, you know.
Mm.
But that's like the best advice. It's like, yeah, do what you do, put your work in, and you're gonna be the best version of you.
Mm-hmm.
Was that the end of your Kirishima video?
Yeah, because it's a whole masculinity conversation right there, dude. It's just like, it's something that I feel like people paint it in an ill light, those topics of masculinity, and call them toxic, but I think they're only toxic because of the way you see it and the way you think people are using them. It's not the same case for everyone.
People are unknowingly toxic. They're like, guys, I've had it good for too long.
Yeah, humans, like I said, humans are just fiends at some point. It doesn't matter like at what level you are. It's just humans. Humans are fiends at some point.
I'm a fiend when it comes to food, bro.
Yeah, and it could be fiend for attention, fiend for this, fiend for that. But
I used to keep it under control, and then I just got like, fuck.
Yeah, 2020 was the year.
2021.
A lot of shit happened. Yeah.
For me, it was 2021.
Didn't 2020? That's when you stopped?
No, 2021. That was last year. A lot of bad shit happened to me last year. 2020 was good.
That's life laughing.
But this year feels good so far.
I've been listening to I listened to that Scars on Broadway album that we didn't delve into because
it was kind of like okay to me.
I just went back to it and no, it's great. I like it.
The old album or the new album?
The new one, Dictator.
Okay.
I don't think I heard it.
It released in 2018, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
And I was listening to it, and the way I listen to music is I definitely hear it first, like the beat and like the voices already come through. I have to literally have like several listens of a particular song, and to actually hear words and sayings, and then like
that's what someone at work said.
Like a plot, you know, like
someone was telling me, is like, yeah, bro. I was like, I think I'm stupid because like I realized I don't listen to lyrics, and I realized this at a concert because everyone was singing these lyrics, and I didn't know none of them. And I was like, whoa, this is crazy. Like, let me see what he's saying.
Who said that?
It was,
I knew it. I fucking knew it.
Cut it out. But yeah, he told me that. I look at him so differently, bro. Why'd you say that to me?
It's cool. He likes my music.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Probably
he's not even listening to it. Like,
not that level. Like I'll call myself a fake fan in my head. I'll be like, man, you're a fake fan. Like you don't even know the fucking.
I don't even know song titles most
times.
I don't know
definitely not.
I know the lyrics, but I won't know the titles.
Like definitely like titles.
I know the melody and the rhythm, but I won't know the lyrics sometimes.
Titles and albums are kind of like on the bottom of the list of what I'm gonna pay attention to. If I do listen to it enough though, and like the lyrics are coming through, I do look at what the title is, so I could listen to the song again. Because if I'm legitimately looking at the lyrics, that means I like this song, so I'm gonna need to know the name. But then I was listening to Oliver Tree had just come out with a new album. It's weird because on Scars on Broadway, I actually paid attention to the lyrics and stuff, and then I was like, it was like 3 songs in, and I was like, oh, what the fuck? He's spitting some dope bars, basically right now. I'm gonna say it all weird because some dope bars, are being accrued into my head. I like the beat's awesome because it's a Scars on Broadway type beat. You know, it's fucking legit.
Fast-paced.
Yeah, it's fast paced. It's
Upbeat.
it's
rhythmic.
upbeat, rhythmic. It's what's it called? It's like a loop basically.
Mhm.
Like the way that they make their music. Like everything like they make is like 2 minutes long and shit. Like I have a very short attention span, so a lot of these short songs are like what hits for me. And then fucking I listen to Oliver Tree, which should be around like the same like it's the same like beat, not beat, but it's upbeat. It's fucking
Like the same
fast.
BPM
It's
and
like the
shit?
same length of time. But normally I pay attention to just the sound, and then actually I pay attention to his lyrics more. But this album, I don't know. I was like, it's okay. He has a literal song that's just about cigarettes.
I feel it.
It's called Cigarettes.
It's about nicotine and toy.
Like, I don't know. It was okay.
Cigarette daydreams.
That's a good song.
I can see them clear as day.
That's a good song.
Do do do.
Yeah.
I went to this thing called a kava bar.
Kava.
Yeah. It was like
Is it like that tea or something?
no, it wasn't a tea. People were asking me too what it was. My friend showed me, right?
What is it?
Yeah, they're like, "What is that?"
Your friend.
Hey, what is that?
Who's this friend of yours?
His name is Romito.
Oh.
And he took me and our coach, right, to go try this thing. And it was pretty interesting because I've gotten high since my death experience that I had last year. I got high at a party with Angel, and I said I was going to space, and I was fine. You know, nothing really happened. I was good. I was crossfaded. But since then, since the end of the year, kind of, and the beginning of this year, I've been kind of really fucking paranoid about how I feel. You know, like, am I really still alive or blah 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 blah, stuff like that. So I really don't want to get high at all. But he was telling me that this root, or this thing called kava, is kind of mind altering a little bit, but not too much. He says it's not that strong, but it does. It's a thing that you drink to make you feel
uplifting,
mellowed out,
mellow,
chill. You know, it gets you a little sleepy.
It's like a big vat of that Bob Marley.
No.
Drink that you mean?
No, it's different. So basically, essentially what it is, it's a root, and it's a root grinded into a powder, and then you get water and you put it in the bowl and you mix it, and it becomes like this little muddy substance, right? Tastes really, really
disgusting.
No. I had a word for it. It was like grainy, I would say, or
yeah, the root one.
It was bitter as fuck. It was really bitter.
You've been doing bitter. I've been doing better.
Yeah. So when you get your shot, right, and the homie wanted 16 shots or whatever, and we're like,
oh, kava?
Yeah, because me and the coach were both like, we don't really do stuff like that, so we're both like, oh, dude, you're gonna go this hard, okay? But it's not that. It's not.
Motherfucker had a tower of kava.
It's actually not.
Yeah.
And then he got 8 shots more after when we finished our first 16, but it's not like that at all. It's if you go into anything paranoid, it's gonna be a bad trip for you or whatever's right.
You're gonna have a bad time.
It was like a little bar, you know, there's people chilling. There's
a hookah bar.
There was a little dog just running around. It was cute.
That's awesome.
Yeah, I called it over. It was looking at me.
Can we make that like a norm?
Yeah, I know.
A bar dog.
A bar dog. Yeah. At one point, he walked up and he looked at me and I was like, and he just came and he sat next to me and I petted him for a while.
What if he's there as a therapy dog? That's his job. He sees someone
He made
having
me feel
a bad trip or something, or somebody just not feeling good. He's like,
He's like, oh, okay, I get this motherfucker.
Yeah.
That's the thing. You don't even trip on this stuff. It just literally just mellows you out. But
no, that's what I mean though.
Yeah.
This guy's scared. I need to help him.
Yeah, because I was getting a little scared at first because
the guy looks at the dog. He's like, thanks, and the dog's like, no problem.
Yeah.
Bro, I took 2 shots and my tongue was numb and the roof of my mouth was numb, right?
It's funny how the things are like that, huh?
Yeah.
I want to say psychedelics, but just things that are around the realm of it.
Yeah.
They just kind of do something funny to you. Because there's this chapstick that I had, and it was it had something in it, but when you put it on your lips, it made it all staticky. And I'm like, what the fuck? Why would people want this? Why? What the fuck is happening to my lips right now?
Yeah.
It's supposed to be good for you though.
I was thinking like, if this is how my mouth is feeling, and Ramito's telling me that it's gonna like spread throughout my body, I'm like, is my body gonna go numb? Is my brain gonna get altered from this shit? You know, I was tripping balls, but that did not happen. I ended up taking like a couple more shots.
You talk like the guy from Rat Race. Are you numbing my brain?
With the piercing.
Yeah.
And he meets the girl with the piercing too, and they fall in love.
And I'm pretty sure the piercing like would get fucking caught on each other.
That was Seth Green's brother in that movie.
That was Seth Green's brother, and they were trying to do scams, insurance frauds.
That's a great movie, bro.
It's a pretty good movie.
Yeah, and they have Smash Mouth too.
Oh, they brought back Seth Green. He did. He has a kid now in the Austin Powers universe.
Oh, in that
For
commercial.
Bowl, yeah.
That's funny. I saw that.
I will call you. Oh fuck! He said something else. Baby me or some shit like that.
Yeah, baby me.
Yeah.
That's pretty weird.
Yeah, that's kind of weird. They bought GM.
General Motors.
Austin Powers, Dr. Evil bought GM.
Mm.
It was a commercial for GM and how they're gonna go electric.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it was a good experience, and I definitely feel mellowed out.
You look good. You guys look like you were having a great time.
Yeah, it was funny.
The candid video of you guys laughing. That was cool.
Yeah, it was fucking funny because I didn't realize that's how it went down. Like, he had told me something, right, the coach, and like I'm sitting there, I'm laughing, but my laugh is like,
Mm-hmm.
and he's just laughing the whole fucking time.
Yeah.
So as this thing pans,
yeah, he's like dying.
yeah, and I'm just like, like spaced out, and he's just laughing the whole time. It was pretty funny.
Cool.
And then this girl, like, I don't know if she's a bartender there, but she just like walked in and she knew the bartender. There was this dude who was chilling right there. He was kind of a hyperactive guy. He had like a Vietnamese hat on. He's a white dude, and he had a tracksuit on, and it was a Redskins tracksuit, which is pretty cool. Cause that stuff's expensive and hard to find now because it's been canceled. Yeah, so his outfit was pretty tight.
I think they just like changed their name to like just
Washington.
Washington, right?
Yeah, it is Washington.
That's fucking insane.
Yeah, definitely.
Call yourself the Chiefs or something, you know?
Well,
No, like
just have Chiefs.
What's like just get a family line, and like you try to ask for their name. Yeah, something like that.
Like that, yeah.
Yeah.
So
and then just be like, our proceeds are now their proceeds, like, you know.
But,
yeah, this girl walked in. She knew the people up front, and at one point she just hopped on the piano and started playing. It was cool.
Oh, sick.
Yeah, and the imagery was crazy, bro. Like, there was like trees like going throughout the bar and stuff like that, like branches and shit.
Mm-hmm.
And there's this. From far away, I was looking at it, right? The restroom door has this thing, because you mentioned the Silent Hill headless people.
Yeah.
This reminded me of that, because there's like these two really old-looking people looking at each other. One's obviously female, one's a male, right? So when I went to go use the restroom, I got a better look at it. Yeah. I got to look at it, right? And it was actually a female, like in Mexican garb or whatever, like the dress and stuff, like chilling. And on the male's face was actually not a face. It was a guy playing a guitar. But from far away, it looks like it's just two really old people. I was like, that's fucking cool as a tribute imagery. And then I went inside the restroom, and then there was more crazy.
I love pictures that are like multiple pictures, because it's like, how did you even think of that?
Yeah, how did you think to make it?
How did you even think to make that?
Yeah.
That's insane. Like, I could understand like the simpler ones where it's like a bunch of people like getting into like the shape of a skull or something. Because it's like, yeah, okay, I get it. But like things that are like, oh, this is a guy and a girl like fucking like playing guitar and shit, blah, blah, blah. But then it's also a fucking cave with like a waterfall, blah, blah, blah. Like, you know?
Yeah.
Those ones are fucking trippy.
It's a trip.
It's a fucking trip. Yeah. If you guys can make that kind of art, that shit lit. No.
Litty titty,
that
bro.
That shit litty itty.
Little bitty.
Little bitty itty titty. I don't know. I don't know where we're going with this.
Yeah, me
Go
either. But it was cool. There was more trippy imagery on the inside of the restroom. There was like a Hindu person like looking straight down. There was a painting like one of the kind that you do like on the canvas, but like, and it was just an eyeball. Like the whole thing was the eyeball, and it was looking at you. It was crazy.
It's crazy.
For like if you're standing there using the restroom, like taking a piss as a male. And you look to your side, that eyeball's looking at you. But if you're sitting down on it, it's not looking at you. It's pretty funny. Maybe the Hindu person's looking at you.
If we get this, there's always one painting looking at you.
Yeah.
Scooby Doo the movie.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Looking, the eyes.
Yeah. That should, bro. Those are good movies, man. James Gunn, thank you.
James Gunn.
That's crazy, man. James Gunn made so many good movies.
Crazy.
Oh,
I'm surprised he never made that tree one though.
There's I watched this video essay about Johnny Bravo and how like
I think I saw it on my recommended as well.
nostalgic, right?
Yeah, something like that. Yeah.
Yeah, he was talking about how like people love Johnny
Nerd
Bravo.
Sync is the one that was the Captain America stuff.
Mm.
That's his channel's name, Nerd Sync.
Nerd Sync.
Go on though.
He was talking about how Johnny Bravo, because this is one thing I noticed when I was a teenager. I watched the episode of Johnny Bravo and it said written by Seth MacFarlane, and I was like, oh shit, he did.
And Butch Hartman too.
Yeah, he was a writer on Johnny Bravo. So this guy mentions, he's like, oh yeah, well, this show kind of had like some adult jokes sometimes because, you know, his writer was Seth MacFarlane. And I was like, okay. But the director, the guy...
That's crazy to kind of think from, like Butch Hartman and Seth MacFarlane, like, working together, you know?
Yeah. I forget who the name was of the guy who created Johnny Bravo, like the actual character itself.
Yeah, that's funny too.
I don't even know his name, but
I don't know him either.
I know that Genndy Tartakovsky was he was like a showrunner on it too, which is the creator of Dexter.
If you don't know Genndy
Tartakovsky.
Tartakovsky. Okay.
John Dell.
He made Samurai Jack.
Samurai Jack.
And also, I believe it's called Primal? Or
Yeah, he made Primal too.
Yeah.
And he made the first
Very
Star
good
Wars
things,
Clone Wars
but
cartoon.
Animation, like cartoons and stuff, are definitely upping their game on the American or just adult animation is just upping their game. One of them is Primal by Genndy Tartakovsky. He has a track record of kids animations. However, don't go into that one thinking like it's gonna be all fucking Samurai Jack-esque and shit.
Oh, Primal?
Yeah, it is like off the bat, children dying, this and that. It's it's caveman times, man. Like,
yeah,
it's Primal.
He befriends a dinosaur. That's the only thing I saw.
Yeah. Oh, like the first 5 seconds, like that dinosaur like kills like an entire family.
That's crazy, bro.
Yeah,
I didn't know that.
it's insane. I had to take it off. I was with everybody, and I was like, oh shit,
My family.
Yeah. I thought I was gonna watch a cartoon.
Nah, it premiered on Adult Swim.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I knew that, but I didn't think it was gonna go like that, like 5 seconds in. You know, I thought there was gonna be a build up to it. Like something like that happens, you would think that there would be a build up, but not anymore.
It's just death, chaos.
Yeah, it's just time for it's the time of adult chaos. Yeah.
Yeah.
Adult chaos in animation.
This guy was explaining how like Johnny Bravo, we all love him. He's like he's like a lovable.
That last one's not real.
He's a lovable. He's what do you call it? He's a lovable buffoon type guy.
Oh yeah.
Character, right? And he was explaining how
He's
like
a great TikToker.
Yeah, he's explaining how Johnny is toxic masculinity, right? He builds his body, he tries to hit on these women, and he's always getting his comeuppance, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, okay. But he's like, he explains how the audience wants to root for him, though. He's like, there's people that say, I hope eventually one day he gets a girl. And he's like, he goes, you're missing the point of Johnny Bravo. The point of it's just a slapstick show where big macho guy tries to get a girl. And funnily enough, these women that he's going after are usually really fucking successful. Like they're like pilots, doctors, espionage agents, and shit like that. Models, like they're successful people. So that's the joke. Like he's going after these very successful women, and he's not shit.
Because people like going with people who are like their parents, and his mom was definitely successful.
She was. What was she?
A great mom.
There's this funny scene that he played from the show too that had me dying because he's watching TV and then he's like the TV showing like a female doctor and he's like, oh, a female doctor, has science really come that far? Yeah, but you know what I started thinking?
That's Seth MacFarlane.
You know what got me thinking though, because I've been watching Fresh Prince for this past year. You know, Will's character he's Johnny Bravo. Will's character has the same idiosyncrasies as him, right? And they're fucking funny, bro. Like, it's some of my favorite parts. Like, there's this scene where him and Uncle Phil are walking out the elevator, right? And they're having a casual conversation. This girl walks by and he just goes,
yeah. And then, like, Johnny Bravo does the exact same shit. Whoa, mama.
Hey, mama. Hey, pretty lady.
Yeah. Oh, hey, that was good.
Thank you.
That pretty lady one was good.
You want to do the monkey with me?
Fucking, man, that's crazy you say that. He really is, yeah.
Yeah, he is. But here's the thing.
I wouldn't say that he's toxic masculinity. He's like...
No, I wouldn't say it either. He's just a guy,
he's
man. He's just a guy.
Yeah, you can't even label it. Like, he's just a guy.
He learns his lessons, too. That's the great thing about it.
That if you were to root for him for anything, it wouldn't be, I hope he gets the girl, or I hope blah, blah, blah. It would be,
he does get a girl.
Yeah.
Season 5,
but that's
he's
not what
dating
you want
Linda.
to root for, you know? No, not fucking Will Smith. Fucking Johnny Bravo.
Oh, yeah. No,
if you were going to root for Johnny Bravo to do anything, it'd be just like to learn a lesson. And then at that point, it's not this 15-minute cartoon.
He explained that too, the nostalgic. He said that in order for Johnny Bravo to keep going, he has to never learn his lesson. That's why he's the same.
But that goes for every single fucking like cartoon and everything, like sitcoms, everything. The would they won't they of fucking sitcoms.
That's the thing too, though. Is
the girl gets with the guy, now what?
I root for Johnny. As a kid, I definitely rooted for Johnny. I was like, dude, I hope this man gets it, right? But as an adult,
I guess I've never even seen it. Like, I hope he gets it. I just kind of like watched it, and then saw the jokes.
I always thought it as a little adventure because he did some. He went out.
There's
crazy
adventures.
Places.
Yeah, he goes to the Amazon, dog.
Yeah, because it's called
He's going to have Death by Snoop Snoop.
Yeah, it's pretty funny. But yeah, oh man, Will Smith's character, dude.
But then it turns out it's not space; it's like fake space.
In Fresh Prince, bro, Will Smith's character is amazing. It's like he tries to act hard. He tries to act like he's a big tough dude, right?
Because he's from Philly.
But bro, he's a nerd.
Yeah.
He's a little geek. He collects Spider-Man comic books. He plays with Transformer toys. He tries to put on an act that he's hard because he's from this place, but that's why he moved here to be safe and stuff, right? And
well, he didn't move there.
Yeah, his mom sent him, right? But and
then when he did go to Philly, he did want to stay.
He did want to stay. And my brother hates that aspect of it because my brother stopped watching after they changed on Viv. He's like he didn't like on Viv, and he said he really hated how he was chilling in Philly, and the only reason why he went back is because they literally said, this is called the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, not the Fresh Prince of Philly. And so it's just like seeing. It was kind of a shame to see them downplay Will's origin story. Because you go back to Philly and everyone's clowning on him, calling him a chicken and shit, you know? I don't like that. I'm like, that kind of sucks.
Yeah.
Because
that whole basketball thing with it, too?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's cool, though. The part I do like about it, though, is that you see that the bully's grown. He doesn't even want to fight.
He doesn't want to do it.
Yeah, he changed. Like, he's learned from his mistakes. I like that aspect of it.
Because he had the chance to do so.
Yeah.
Will didn't have the chance to do that because he fucking...
dipped out?
Yeah, his mom made him dip out. He didn't get to face the hardships head on like a Philly person should.
I guess you could say that.
Yeah.
But...
I guess it's not Philly, it doesn't have to be Philly, but a person should face their hardships.
Yeah. To grow.
Yeah, to grow.
There's definitely character development there. But...
I can see why his mom did it.
Yeah. Of course, yeah.
His motherfucker got pulled fucking... Like a basketball in the middle of
it's funny too because he's like, man, I can't go back to Philly because this guy's there and Carlton's like, who's that? And he's like, oh, it's the guy from the intro spinning me in.
Yeah, he says that?
Yeah, he said that. The fourth wall breaks are amazing in Fresh Prince.
Another fourth wall break is his ad.
Yeah,
It's called the Fools Podcast, not the Fools that do ads.
My little brother watched I've seen the cast, but my little brother's actually seen the trailer for the new Fresh Prince series.
I saw it. I hate it.
Yeah, I hate it too.
It's so why would you do that to this? That's literally a gritty reboot of Fresh Prince makes no sense.
No sense. That's okay. My brother was explaining how like in this one, Will pulls out a gun and then the cops come and they fucking harass him, and I'm like,
are you serious?
Yeah, I'm like,
he doesn't fucking color his armpits with tag spray.
I know, right? It's fucking. That's funny as shit.
It defeats the entire purpose of the Fresh Prince.
Yeah, it's dumb, bro. I'm like, I know these characters aren't even gonna be the same characters as they were, and then you could say
and it's
they
just called
be.
Bel Air.
Yeah, it's just called Bel Air.
What was the prince for?
He's not a Fresh Prince.
I guess.
Oh my god!
He can't be a king.
I guess you could say that
You're
this is a
gonna be
new
talking
reimagining, and these characters don't have to be the same.
No.
But no, like these are.
You made fan fiction with money.
Yeah, essentially, these the Fresh any fan of the Fresh Prince of Bel Air can tell you that the show holds up. You could watch that shit today, and it still has meaning. You can still derive stuff from it. You can still experience things from it. Right?
Yeah.
Maybe there are things that should have been solved by now, but at least those conversations are still being had, right?
Mm-hmm.
But this gritty reimagining, bro, there's
some iffy episodes. Like
it's out already, the whole thing.
No, there's some iffy episodes on the Fresh Prince where it's like, yeah, this episode didn't really
Dude,
happen.
literally,
that cave episode.
I like it. The one when they have the money.
Yeah,
I like that episode. I like Will. I like Will and Uncle Phil together, bro. They're terrific.
But like, I don't know. This is weird. Why does fucking Phil care about the money?
Uncle Phil?
Yeah, he literally like makes money off camera so much. Like,
yeah.
Like, whatever, man.
I know you don't like the Ashley episodes. I don't mind them, but she is doing outlandish stuff.
Yeah, it's not because I don't like the Ashley episodes. Like I want to like the Ashley episodes.
Yeah.
Is what's the problem? You know, she was a good character, and now they literally don't know what to do with her.
Yeah, they don't.
Like,
yeah,
like she literally want to be like Will, you know, and the episodes they could have like made it so that she was growing up like a Will, but Will learns from his mistakes that he does, you know.
Yeah.
So he sees those mistakes, like the episode where she starts dating.
Mm-hmm.
Like obviously it's like plays into the whole this girl's dating thing, so let's do the cliches of like sitcoms where she's getting into it and the guy doesn't want her to, like the dad figure doesn't want her to. But the good part about that episode is that Will saw himself in the kid that was doing like the same moves to her.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about now.
Yeah, so
and
that's what makes it make sense. But like, if there was more episodes where she like tries to be like Will, and then Will's like, "Nah, be me, ain't it?"
I like what Iron Man tells Tom Holland when he's like, "Don't do anything I wouldn't do, but also don't do anything I would do." There's a little gray area. That's where you operate in.
Yeah,
that's just pretty funny, and it kind of makes a little sense.
He could have said that to Ashley.
Yeah, nah, man. Like, it just feels like propaganda. It's like how Static Shock, they made a new comic book with him where he gets his powers by being at a BLM rally. Not by being at there, but that's where the shit
But they gave him out.
Yeah.
They gave out powers at the BLM rally.
You hella black.
You guys,
you get thunder.
Oh, we're gonna have a few riots soon, so you're gonna need some powers. Here you go. Don't tell anybody. This is about rights. Remember that.
Now you get bricks.
You have the right to throw lightning.
Yeah. What? They're digging into my backstory. The leader. Shit.
Man, there's this
Maybe I should have thought about that.
It's funny, bro. This thing popped up on my recommended, and I watched it, and it was like this a scene from the OG Static Shock cartoon, and this guy pulls out a gun on the bully.
Yeah, that episode. That episode always stuck with me because like as a kid you never see that.
Yeah,
you literally never seen an episode where this motherfucker has a real gun.
Yeah,
like. And then the whole episode's like somber because like Static's literally dealing with this kid that he knows is gonna, like, he's getting bullied and this and that, and like he has powers, you know, like fucking the bully could like turn into a monster basically, like the Hulk. He's basically the Hulk. And he's like, I'm gonna solve this problem just by fucking the bully, you know. And the end of the episode is literally Static talking, like fucking breaking the fourth wall, saying, "Hey man, that just ain't it."
That's crazy, yeah. Because in the scene, he's like, he has the gun on him, and the bully's like, "I'm sorry." He's like, "You're not sorry. You're just sorry that you're on the opposite end, right?"
Yeah.
And then the white dude, I forget his name, tells him to stop or whatever.
Gear or gadget.
Yeah.
No,
His
here,
sidekick?
yeah.
Yeah. And then
Somehow
somehow
like Richie or something.
I forget what happens, but like the gun goes off or whatever's, and then I think the white dude gets shot, huh?
No, I think Static stops it.
Uh,
I think he
But
stops the bullet. Or
I was
some
reading the
shit.
comments, bro, and the guy who posted the video was from like 2013 or something,
Mhm.
and the guy was like, "Oh shit," he's like, this video got picked up by the algorithm. Sorry, anybody's
Yeah.
watching this. The government's looking at you now, cause like he said it
Oh,
blatantly.
because
but-
of school shooter shit.
yeah, it's school shooter. He's like, "Oh, you the shit that you're watching is why this popped up on your algorithm. So now, you know, they're on your back now."
Yeah.
It's pretty fucking funny.
Yeah, you never know what's gonna happen later on in the future because of algorithms.
Yeah.
Like, YouTube had a whole thing of you can't like curse within like the first minute of a video or some shit, or you get immediately demonetized.
It's funny.
And then they took it away, and then they brought it back,
Uh.
and then they took it away.
That's what's fucked up about humans. They test other humans to see what they can tolerate, and then that's how they control you. They give you like a little bit of. They put you like in a little test subject. Like, okay, you can handle this, you can handle this, you can handle this, and you're like, okay, this is reasonable. Okay, that's not reasonable, but I can still do it. You know.
I don't say that's crazy. I'd say that's just kind of human nature.
The guy with the Vietnamese hat, he was a white dude, right? And he was explaining to my friend that it makes him happy to wear it, right? He likes wearing it. He's a little odd guy.
Mm-hmm.
Well, he was tall actually. He was like 6'3" or some shit.
That's still odd.
Yeah. But
Little
he was saying how like no Vietnamese person ever gives him shit for it. The only people that give him shit for it are like
White
other
people.
white people.
Yeah.
And that like he's like, fuck you, you don't even know the first thing about these kind of people. Like why should I have to take it off to make you
Appease
feel
you.
better?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, it's like it's stupid. And I was like, yeah, it's true. But you do have a redskin on your back. No, I'm just kidding. Nah, I like the redskin thing. It's cool. But yeah, it's
His
just
entire fit is like fucking
to fucking piss you off.
Yeah, just to piss you off. Yeah, the Vietnamese hat, the hat,
Redskin.
the redskin thing, the
Motherfucker.
I don't know what else. Jordans with creases.
Say that wish.
They have the gataka, whatever they're called, the
He's a poncho.
Japanese sandals.
Oh yeah. I can't even think of like an
Hitler
appropriate
stash.
wear, really. Oh yeah. He's like, it makes me happy.
like being back.
Yeah, like being
It makes me happy.
back. Him in the full outfit. Oh, talking about Taxi Driver, going all the way back in that beginning conversation. There's like this thing saying the dark side of the moon can go with anything, and it originated with, I believe, I want to go home, but what was it?
Oh, click your heels, twat. Click your heels and go back to Kansas.
The name though.
Wizard of Oz?
Wizard of Oz.
Alright,
So
continue.
there's like this thing with Dark Side of the Moon, an album, and it could go with like any movie
Pink
or
Floyd?
some shit. Yeah, Pink Floyd. And I believe it originated with Wizard of Oz. And then like I think there was like this YouTuber, he tried to like make an algorithm to find out like compatibility levels, blah blah. But he did it with like different movies, like fucking Paul Blart Mall Cop, and like a few others. But I think Paul Blart's the one that stuck out to me the most. And then fucking I think that one had like the highest rating out of like a bunch of movies. But when you mentioned Taxi Driver, I kind of want to see how it sounds with Taxi Driver. Like I kind of want to do the same test with different movies.
Interesting.
And it's not a bad album, so why not? You know.
This person showed me something that was on their feed, right? You're right, it's not a bad movie. Just the score is terrible.
That's why. Yeah, that's why I thought about it, because you said the score is bad, but maybe the Dark Side of the Moon, since it has such a high compatibility with movies, apparently.
Let's do it
See how-
together, bro.
yeah, let's do it.
When's the last time we watched a movie together? Well, me and Angel watched movies
Years
together.
ago, Logan.
We watched Clerks 1 in your living room that one time. That was like 2016. But anyways, so this person was showing me their feed, right? And they put on this video, and they showed, it was like this girl, she was African American, she was American, and she was talking about how Pete Wentz from Fall Out Boy is half white, half black, right?
Really?
Yeah,
Really?
yeah. And
He
it's-
has that recessive of a gene?
Yeah, there's actually like, I thought he was Indian growing up. I thought he was an Indian boy, but turns out, yeah, there's like pictures of him like an afro. Or at one point he had dreads. It was crazy. And apparently, like when
it's mostly the last name and the fair skin.
Yeah.
The last name wins. You know.
There's like she showed like receipts of like when people were having a debate about like black people and how they operate in America, like their daily lives and stuff, or stuff that's happening to them, like black problems and shit. How when Pete Wentz puts his input on it, everyone starts shit talking him like, bro, what the fuck, you don't have no say in this and da 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 da, and he kind of just like backs off and stops saying anything. He's not gonna say I'm actually half black, like
that's the curse of being mixed.
Yeah,
that's what sucks about people caring about race.
Yeah,
is that most of the Mexicans are mixed, Spaniards and natives and shit like that.
Yeah, they are.
Most of the culture comes from Italy and shit, but
yeah,
no one fucking really grasps onto the native culture. It's just
people like talking about like the white colonists and shit, but like Spaniards, like they fucking colonized too. Like they be, you know why people
clothes,
like say
the
like
houses, the food and shit. Like,
you know why
crazy.
people say that fucking the Philippines are like Mexican fucking Asians? There's a reason for that. The Spaniards went over there.
Yeah.
And like
Catholicized them.
They fucking dicked down some Asians and fucking made a gene pool.
Yeah.
With Spaniards crossing the same. I won't say the same, but like as if the whites colonized as well. Like
that's why you have French Africans.
Humans are
African Frenches.
Man.
That's crazy.
That's why there's French Canadians.
Yeah.
That's why 23andMe makes people go like, wow, 0.1% Indian.
Yeah, and all those people on YouTube doing that. What was it, the Ancestry Me?
Hey, if you find out you do have Indian ancestry, or not, sorry, I apologize. Native American ancestry.
Indigenous?
Would that?
Yeah, they do. Yeah,
that counts.
Indigenous ancestry. You are entitled to compensation. Just telling you right now.
I think it depends on what tribe you are, and
no, it depends on how. The tribe, and it also depends on how much. Yeah, you could choose like to get silver, or if you could or money.
Oh shit.
Yeah, so you could choose to basically investments and shit. So, if you do happen to do one of those tests, I'm kind of. Like I don't want I want to know, you know, but I don't want to fucking give some rando like my test and shit.
Well, most of those things tell you DNA anyway.
Yeah, like I'm pretty sure my DNA is already out there,
yeah.
Like already in somebody's database, but whatever.
I believe it. Yeah, I thought this chick was gonna say something
because I've already you already do blood tests and shit like at the doctor, like just to find shit out, you know.
I don't trust the government. I
don't know where the fuck all those files are being kept. Maybe the government already has them because they're already like on a computer and the government already knows a computer, you know.
At first I thought
screen share.
The video was pretty interesting. I thought
it's not even like that big of a hack. It's literally screen share. Like, oh cool, that there it is.
The video was pretty interesting. I thought it was gonna be just the way it started off. I thought she was gonna go on a tangent of like there's not enough black people in the front man, like being a front man in a band, and like Pete Wentz is only the bassist. And I was about to be like, yeah, he's the bassist, but he's the front man. Like,
yeah, he's very front and center.
Yeah. I'm like, I don't even know the singer's name. He's the only member of the band whose name I know. But yeah, and it was interesting. It's funny too, cause like when I was a kid, I watched this. Snoop Dogg had like this little show where he owned a nightclub or some shit, and he would have guests on and they would talk to him. And at one point he had Fall Out Boy, and then he's like.
It's called Fall Out Boy, not Fall Out Boys.
He was like,
yeah, boy.
They asked him what his favorite band was.
That's the 90s.
They asked him what his favorite band was, and he said Pink Floyd. And then Pete Wentz was like, oh yeah, why? And thinking like, this is a dope ass band. Why are they your favorite? And he's like, cause Pink is my favorite color because it's the color of pussy.
What?
Yeah.
Wait, who said that?
Snoop Dogg? Snoop Dogg's dumbass. Yeah. But that shit was funny, bro. And it's funny because...
It's funny, but, like, this man owns fucking Death Row now. Like...
Yeah. But,
music.
My favorite color is pink, So, one time a friend of mine...
Is it really?
Yeah. My friend was like, because I have a pink phone case.
Yeah.
And people are like...
No, pink's a dope color. Don't
it's a dope ass color.
I got pink right now.
Yeah, and this guy told me... Usually I explain my jokes. I explain everything, right? But now I'm like not explaining shit.
Oh, this is Ivan Ortiz on Explain Everything.
Yeah. So this guy goes, pink's really your favorite color? And I was like, yeah. And he's like, why? And I was like, because it's the same color as pussy. And he's like, damn, bro, that
Yeah,
makes so
you
much
blew up
sense.
his mind.
Yeah, it blew his mind. He was like, damn, dude, that's fucking cool.
That's like you were just like clapping cheeks one day. You look down and you're like,
Yeah, I like
yeah, that's the color.
And normally,
you go on color picker. You go.
Is, right when you hover over it, it says pussy.
Motherfucker got the hex code down.
Yeah, the 0.01.
Yeah, 0.01. Bro, you say the
P2,
you say the hex code out loud, and you see some guy go like, yeah.
yeah, normally,
My man.
Bye, man.
normally I would have been like, hey, dude, like that's actually a Snoop Dogg shit that he said one time.
But then he would think you're a Snoop Dogg fan.
Yeah.
We can have that. I
Okay.
want to steal.
Hey, bro, Def Row fucking leader though for Snoop Dogg. You don't know, man. Maybe a new Def Jam might be coming out.
Hey, that'd be
man.
tight.
That'd
I mean,
be
he
sick.
likes Tekken, so
Yeah,
hopefully
it'll be bro.
he links up with
Ferrari? No, because
Bandai Namco.
because remember how Def Jam Fight for New York ended?
Mm.
Snoop Dogg got thrown out the fucking window. How does Tekken end?
God, you got thrown out the fucking cliff.
What is gonna happen, dog?
Snoop
They're gonna
Dogg?
bring back the Snoop Dogg, dog.
What was his name? D-Mob or whatever? What was
No,
his
it
name?
was you who throws them off.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
But yeah, the D Mob is the leader, and then fucking
he's like, this is because of you, and he does D-Mob off and shit.
yeah. Oh my god, and then he goes back.
Number
Oh,
3.
dude.
And then we get Def Jam Tag Tournament.
Def Jam Tag. Bro, you know people don't like Street Fighter Cross Tekken.
Yeah, they don't.
Yeah, they don't.
What the
You know
fuck?
that?
When did that
You know that?
happen?
Oh, when it came out.
When it came out, yeah.
That has?
Yeah,
Bro,
that has.
we were having so much fun.
We were.
It's because people.
Even Jasper too, remember?
Yeah.
Remember Jasper?
It's
We
'cause
played
you-
with a lot of people.
It's because we played the way we played was we didn't get caught up with the gems. Those fools did.
Yeah.
Those fools got caught up with gems, and so I was kicking.
You don't have to care.
They cared for some reason. Like I just didn't use gems. I either
Yeah.
picked the weakest gems or I just picked. If I could, I just used no gems. But I don't think you could use no gems. I think you had to just.
Yeah,
pick,
no, you had to, but
Yeah, I just picked like
you
a.
just don't care.
Yeah, I just picked like a random like base set gem
Yeah.
pack, and I was like the ones
So
that.
then it's still,
Yeah.
compatible because we don't care.
Yeah.
But
Like
it's
if you guys use the same gems, you're on the same level playing
But
field.
I was kicking motherfuckers' asses that were like A's and shit, like A ranks and stuff,
Yeah.
using auto combo gems and shit. And that shit was ass to me, and I was fucking destroying them.
Yeah.
So I don't know, people were just being pussy, and the character select was cool, but I just wanted more, but that's just me being greedy.
I
Dude,
want
I
more.
had so much-
I definitely wanted more.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's a lot of good characters in there. A lot of my faves were there, like Brian, Kazuya,
Yeah.
Ken,
Cody,
on the Street Fighter side, yeah. But man, and Tekken side, but man,
That random Cole.
the
It was cool to have him there. Just look
oh
at the picture.
yeah, I forgot he was there. Dude, I
Not-
totally
not
forgot
even-
about that.
Not even
Good
just
and
play as
bad,
him.
right?
What do you mean? Oh, fucking Mega Man was the bad one, dog.
No, like they had good
that
Cole
one?
and they had bad Cole.
Oh
They
yeah,
did.
that was weird. That was like you didn't have to be above the roster like that. No, it was just Cole. It was PlayStation All Stars that had good.
Oh, okay,
Oh,
I'm tripping.
yeah.
Yeah.
That,
Yeah.
and that was so they could be like, we have this many playable characters, and it's like, do you?
It was like 4 of those are the same motherfucker.
Mhm.
One of my favorite
It's
like
cool. It's cool in Smash Bros. Sorry, it's cool in Smash Bros. when they do it because
Smash Bros.
there's a reason.
yeah, because I had a lot of fun with the fighting mechanics on it. You know, it's a tag team game 2v2.
The switch outs were pretty cool.
Yeah, the switch outs were dope. Angel's combos, he really did like tagging in, tagging out
Yeah.
and stuff.
The point of the game, yeah.
Yeah, me, I would do a long ass combo just with that one single character, and it was cool. And we'd use the same amount of meter too, and we'd do basically the same damage.
Mm.
It was pretty tight. And
because you ain't used the gems correctly.
bro. But one of my
Auto combo.
one of my favorite aspects of the game was the customization that it gave you, because you could buy different
the
costumes.
colors are dope.
Yeah, you can have you bought different costumes, and you also bought different cross costumes. So like a Tekken character dressed as a Street Fighter character, it was fucking awesome. And sometimes there was some lore behind it, like Ken's son, his favorite superhero. He dressed up as Ken's son's favorite superhero, and it looked like Lars's outfit, Lars Alexandrian. It's fucking cool. So
Bro, Lars Alexander was in fucking Ninja Storm.
yeah,
Hey, but
because
that's
Kishimoto,
dope.
Masashi Kishimoto designed a costume for Tekken 5
Mm.
for Lars.
That shit is sick.
And because of that, they let him be in the Ninja Storm gang.
And that was around the same time that Snoop Dogg did come out as a Tekken fan too. Was Street Fighter Cross Tekken.
It's all connecting.
And like was like doing tournaments and shit.
Yeah,
and made the song.
He has a stage.
Song
He has a stage in Tekken Tag. Or
yeah, he has a stage in
Tekken Tag. Yeah, and
that's crazy.
What was it? Tekken 7. Yep, I think it's, yeah, but he has a stage. He's just sitting on the throne and shit. Tekken Tag.
Oh,
yeah, he's just sitting on this. He's just sitting on the throne watching you fight.
Dude,
confirmed.
I got totally in depth with the customization for the costumes. They let you create your own color palettes, right? And so, dude, I fucking went ham on that shit. Like, I remember at one point one of my teams was Brian and Sakura, and I turned Brian into Joker, and I turned Sakura into Harley Quinn, right? And I was the only person doing that shit, right, with that little theme. Mm-hmm. And then later on down the line, Brian got a clown costume, and then people started making him Joker. I was like, I did that shit first. And you
guys had to make they had to make it more obvious for us to do.
Like, we gave you these colors, motherfucker.
You know what though? It's similar to like when people do the customize their action figures, and like they make like they make toys that aren't out yet, but then out of nowhere like fucking like 1 year later, the actual company makes that toy.
Oh yeah,
customizers is always the best.
Yeah, that's how. One time,
Sometimes I can see like why I'm like, okay, cool. Thank you for inspiring the company to make it.
I fucking that's one of the reasons why I shelled out so much money on Infinity War Thor SS Figure Arts. Motherfucker was $135 plus shipping and taxes came out to like almost $145. Yeah. And I told myself, I was like, okay, normally this is like a $90 figure, and if I were to buy this thing and it came with a plastic cape, I would have to take off the cape and buy a third party cape, which would have been like $30-$40. So eventually,
really,
yeah, and
30-40 for
a cape,
6 inches of fucking
for cloth,
and bendy wire
and bendy wire.
So that's why I was like, okay, so I'm pretty much
in the wrong business.
I'm telling you.
That's why I was like, I'm pretty much paying the same amount. So I can excuse because he had a cloth cape. Mm-hmm. I was like, I can excuse that price point because I would be spending that much anyways trying to get the definitive Thor figure.
Yeah.
And I mean, I got the figure and it's alright, but like, there's just
that's the worst part.
SH Figure Arts Marvel line is just fucking. These are characters we want because the MC movies are tight, but it's only one head. If they do give you an extra face, it's only looking to the left.
Because with the anime ones, they give you like 10 different expressions, like 20 hands, like.
Exactly. Yeah.
But live action, they're like, we don't want to use that much.
Like, oh, you're a human? You can't do that much.
Yeah, it was terrible. It's because there's so many characters and they had to shell them out like in a rapid time.
They didn't have to do Eternals.
No excuse.
They didn't have to do Eternals.
They did 3.
That's why though. Like they probably were like, Eternals. Fuck, we have to do them all. Like,
what were we talking about before that?
That's what we were talking about.
I thought that's what we were talking about. Was figures.
Figures? We were?
Yeah. Why would I talk about figures? Well, while you think about that, speaking of Thor figures, SG Figures has just released how Thor and Jane Foster look in the new Thor. And I'm pretty upset it was on my timeline, to be honest.
That's why I don't go on
I haven't seen it.
That's why I don't go on my Explore page or nothing. The only thing that I see on my shit is fucking...
No, it's because I follow Tamashi.
Is it? I don't follow
most people. Because I want to see
the SG Figure Arts?
Yeah.
I thought it was like Hasbro or something.
No, SG Figure Arts is Tamashi. But,
I don't follow... Yeah, I can't see shit like that. Well, I could, but I was like, I want to be like, oh, that shit killed it for me. Like none of my
because like I know what's happening in the movie,
like anime or movie.
Yeah,
or
they say what's happening in Thor: Love and Thunder and blah blah blah. Like we know what's happening. I'm not gonna say it right now for those who don't because some people don't follow the MCU like that. So me saying it would be a spoiler in itself. But when you watch a movie, especially in the MCU, these costume designs are definitely something that we look forward to, like to be shown off, especially with how they left Thor in the last movie. So. Seeing how they look...
I'm gonna look this shit up right now.
Seeing how they looked was definitely like... I could picture the scene where they come out and you're like, whoa. And it's pretty upsetting that I can't have that whoa. You know? Mm-hmm. Because I know how they looks in the comics. I know how it looks... that's it. This is the comics. So, like, I really... Like, from comic to screen is what you want to see when you're watching these movies. So, seeing that was like, oh, god damn it. If I saw, like, a Lego figure, I'd be like, oh, okay. You know? because it's not a fucking detailed thing. But they have fucking product shots, you know, like fuck. They got the inside scoop on what it looks like, and it's like, damn it.
You hope it's a prototype and shit.
All the backstage shit that I saw of Thor: Love and Thunder so far, it's cool because like they're not in anything, they're in normal clothes, like they're in civilians, so it's like cool.
And when it's because you said
Yeah.
that you can get one random picture of them in the costumes on your phone somewhere.
I already saw them in the costume.
Oh yeah,
recently.
that's what you're talking about.
Also, speaking of customizing figures and stuff, there's this Instagram account that I think it's called DTG Figures, and they 3D print like attachments and shit, and like they have like the base figures, like kind of like the Figma that you got me, or no, was it
The
Figma?
bodycon or the
Yeah, Bodycoons. No, that's figure arts.
Oh,
So yeah, that's what I got. It's the figure arts one, the Bodycoons. It's kind of like those, but it's more
detailed or a little bit more detailed.
more human.
Oh, I get you.
It's more human.
More human than human.
Is it like anime style or is it like?
Yeah, it's not anime style. It's like
Yeah.
that. But then they clothe them and then they put these 3D printed parts on them, and that's how they customize the figure, and it always looks cool. Like they use like the
They have blank faces.
no, who's the IG88? No, not IG88. The other one, K2SO. They use K2SO and they make extra
Surprised
arms.
you remember that shit.
All right. Thank you for tuning into this very action figure heavy episode. Oriented, yeah, it kind of is, huh?
Yeah.
We talked about masculinity today. We talked about figures.
Mm-hmm.
We got a little creative too.
And just to cap on, just put a little cherry on the masculinity thing. Don't try to worry about too much of being a man. Just worry about your family, having your word. Worry about just being good. Just don't even worry about if you're a man or not.
It's okay to show people that you care, and it's okay to care. It's basically what that comes down to.
You also gotta be careful because you just can't show the wrong people either.
Yeah, it's true what Angel said. You can't show the wrong people.
Yeah,
I think we talked about it early on in this podcast.
You guys touch on it a lot because you've been hurt by people who
Oh
say
yeah,
you can't.
yeah. And it's because like being vulnerable, it's not that you're weak when you're vulnerable. It's not you showing weakness when you're vulnerable, but you are weak when you're vulnerable.
Yeah, like I said earlier too, it's like boxing. You gotta know when to take the hits.
One example is I'll tell people.
So doesn't mean that the hits don't hurt when they hit.
Yeah.
You know,
and don't treat everything like the same situation.
Yeah.
Just know when to block.
I'll tell anyone, and I used to tell anyone like, "Oh yeah, this movie made me cry," right?
Mhm.
And then they'll be like, "Oh, crazy, right?" But then, there was a guy who I worked with who was really similar to me, right? We're different in a lot of ways, but there's some things we're similar on, like telling people that we'd cry at this movie, or
That's a good ass movie.
quoting movies and shit, right?
Yeah.
And people would talk mad shit on this dude, and I'm thinking that's the same shit I do, you know? So it's like,
Well, how do you look though?
he was really fit. He looked like a Mexican monkey, man. He had like big ears, strong jawline. He looked like he could be a mean ass cholo if he wanted to, but he's not.
That's why, because people's perceptions.
Yeah. So, but then I told people that
you
like,
asked for looks though. So that is
Well, that's
perception.
why. Yeah. That's why I'm like, why people are doing this is because mainly because of.
yeah, because I told people I was like, you're saying that about him. That's me though. I do those things. Like, oh yeah, but you're cool.
Because they perceive you differently.
I'm like, damn.
Yeah.
All right. Well, that's what they're telling me, but who knows if they really feel that way. But yeah.
Multiple perceptions.
Yeah.
Perception inception.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because another thing too.
What two of the things?
There was this manager I had. He had a Pokeball on his keychain, right? And this one friend of mine was talking. Well, that I had met there, because it was my first year. He was like, "Man, fuck that fool, a fucking nerd ass fool. We're playing Pokemon. The man's a grown ass man. He's playing Pokemon." I was like, "I'm 18. Oh, I was like, I'm 19. I still play Pokemon." He's like, "Oh shit, for real? Damn, bro. I know you're cool though, blah, blah, blah." I'm like, yeah.
It's really hard too because blind anger is.
Yeah.
What was that
I was
one
thinking
joke?
about that earlier today too. I was like, man, people like when they get mad,
They're
they
racist.
really only go. Yeah, they're racist. They
That's
really
because one
go
joke, I think.
with I mean, I'm guilty of it
Yeah.
too. Like I go for whatever I know about this person because I was thinking about it because today.
You attack what
I'm
you
on
see,
the I'm on
you
the
know?
yeah exactly.
Yeah.
So I'm on the freeway, right? I'm going into it. My lane that needs to immediately merge. I only have 3/4 of a mile from my entry point to merge into the freeway or decide that I'm taking literally the next exit.
So it's not that much.
So it's not that much time. So I get in. I'm looking over. I see that I'm able to go, but I also see from a pretty far distance that this other guy's trying to get into this lane for no reason. I'm probably just to try to cut other people off. So I'm like, I'm in a bigger car. So I'm going over.
I win this fight.
Yeah, so I'm going over. And then I see him actually try. And I'm like, oh my God. Like, I have my light on and everything. He doesn't. But I know the fucking, it's just, like how people move, you know?
Yeah, you see the little
like
tires.
you see him moving over and blah blah. So I go in and I'm seeing him. And I'm like, oh, we're doing this. So I'm like, fuck it. So then, I'm going in, and he has like the audacity to like hung, and I already have my finger going up for like the middle finger just because I know he's gonna be behind me, and then he does like this little honk, like this little like to kind of like I'm here. And I'm like, I flip him off because I'm like, yeah, you're not supposed to be. And then I look at him like this redneck ass fucking neckbeard motherfucker. Like,
fucking
I'm gonna fucking.
barrel, fucking
and then I'm like, man,
no season
I don't
head
know.
ass.
And then later on, like I think about him, I'm like still kind of like I wanna still talk shit on this guy, like,
bro.
Like, but like I can't talk shit on this guy because I don't know anything about him.
Tell me about it, dude. When I first started my job, or it was the second year, right?
Mm-hmm.
I used to know this girl. She was really cool. We were cool to each other, right? And I think she told me something about Kansas at one point. So I made this joke where I would be like Kansas to her, but
it's Kansas, not Kansas.
That's funny. She was white.
Yeah.
America,
she was a white girl, but her last name was a Mexican last name. It was funny. But anyways, one day, you know, I'm making the bread, right? You know how back then we had that opening window space so we could see who's coming in and shit?
Yeah.
So she comes in, right? And she comes in and I'm all like, Kansas! And then she was just like, hey. And then she was like, she was really pissed off. And then I was like, hey, what's wrong? And she was all like, the guy who's about to pop, he's in the lobby, right? But she was like, this fucking guy cut me off or blah, 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 or this and that. And he was being a douchebag when I was driving over here. And it turns out he almost crashed into me because he's trying to, in a rush, to come here to go buy fucking pizza. Like
from me, the person they crashed into.
Yeah. She's all like mad about that. And then he's like, hey, fuck you, you fucking bitch. Get a real job. Yeah, he was yelling at her. And she's like, man, fuck you. And then I was like, hey, just go to the back. And then she went to the back. And he's like, man, fuck that shit. And she was talking shit on him for like doing all this just for food. Which is true. Why are people getting so fucking mad about food? Like, you just come in, you pay, and you get your shit. It's not that deep, you know? You don't have to fucking start trying to do a world war just because something happened with your food or you were late to go pick it up.
People are weak when they're hungry. And I don't know how old that man is, but I don't want to assume, but women are crazy when they're hungry. So if he had a woman too that depend on that food. And,
yeah. And then she starts talking shit to him about other shit that's not even food related.
Yeah, so now
he's
it's
on
not
edge.
even just about food. It's about making sure like this bitch isn't tripping.
Yeah.
But that's just me thinking, you know.
Yeah.
Like it's just multiple variants. But that's why food is crazy because people get hangry, and once they get hangry, it's like they need a Snickers.
No, for real though, because they be saying like I know. I've been in some situations where some bad things were told to me just because there was like hunger strikes. Man, and I'm like, man, there's some things you can't take back after the fact.
Yeah.
Like, you can't be blaming body stuff, you know,
remedial stuff.
Yeah, and also like food stuff, like hangry's not a thing. Stop trying to make it so that you're like able to do it. Yeah, stop giving yourself the excuse to say this shit. The shit's still being said. Yeah,
because when people start using hangry, it's like, oh, I'm sorry, I'm hangry. It's like, okay, my bad, I'm sorry, you're fucking a piss.
When I wake up early in the morning, I'm really irritable, you know? Like, and I still do say like stuff that I shouldn't be saying. But
so
like,
you're hangry when you wake up?
I'm fucking irritable.
Yeah, I don't like being talked to in the morning. I really don't. Like, it's funny because my brother is like, I'm more talkative and lively in the nighttime, so he's already like dying down, like he's chilling out, and I want to fucking talk to him or talk about something, you know, or just be loud, and he's just like I could tell he's annoyed and shit, and he doesn't know how to like
articulate.
Yeah, like when he replies to me, you could hear the annoyedness in his voice, like he doesn't know how to change his voice up, you know, or some shit like that. He'll get pissed off, and I'm like, man, that's why I'm like, fuck it, if you don't want to talk to me, I'm not gonna talk to you then, and then and I'm a little vengeful prick, you know. I won't talk to you anymore, and in the morning he tries to fucking talk to me, and I'm like, I don't act like a dick to him. I just be like, okay, but I try not to sound annoyed, but I won't like reply to you with like gusto or anything like that, you know? Because all I want to do is wake up, get situated, stretch, work out, go to work, and then when I get back, once I've done everything I was supposed to do that day, that's when I'm like, okay, let's go, let's be me. But you know, that's how my day operates. His day operates differently.
Yeah, and I hope you guys operate your day. I don't know how to articulate that.
Is Angel G?
No, I want to go. I want to give a good one. I want to give you guys the best. I hope you guys are doing well. I hope you guys enjoyed today's podcast. Thank you for listening to the Fools Podcast, where you can be a fool
and not fool yourself.
Stay articulate.
Remember, we have other episodes, and you can like and share.
Like and share.
Major midriff.
Yeah. I'm major midriff.
What is a midriff? It's the area in between your chest and your waist.
But a lot of people call it the gut, because that's what they got now. Because we live in America. I bought the little black book, mostly by accident. But I got like designs of the food, some full podcast logo designs, and a photorealistic drawing of my day.
Good day.
Good morning.
Good evening.
And I'm gonna put in good afternoon for Angel.
We're recording live from Angel's bedroom.
It's not live though.
Fuck it, we'll do it live.
I mean, we could like pretend to have it live. I mean, not pretend. We could actually go on Instagram Live right now and say we're doing it live, and then end it live. So he's be telling the truth. How's the vibe in this room?
It's chill.
Live from Angel's room, Ivan Ortiz.
Gallo Valdez. Angel Dustin. And then it starts like going all jazzy and dark when you meant it.
There we are, recording live.
Hey, look at that. We're recording live. Hey, we got a watcher.
We do? I didn't expect anyone to join. Pohatu! A barnacle man.
What kind of live is he expecting?
He'd probably be expecting barnacle talk.
Angel doesn't have barnacles in his face.
No.
We're about to record our podcast though.
Who is this? What's this chick called?
Shriek.
Shriek. We got a shriek. Oops.
Oh no, the live is ruined. How's your day today? Oh, hot too?
Let's see if he's still there. He might have just went on just to get off and block me.
Yeah, he's up. To get off and block you?
Yeah.
It's kind of weird how a guy that didn't even know who you are watched your live.
Mr. Universe. I played that man in Smash before.
Just the one time?
Yeah. No, maybe it was twice. I can't remember. I had 2 Smash tournaments in 2020, but they kind of they were kind of a blur. Like, I don't know which one was which.
What's up, Mr. Universe? We're going live. We're recording the podcast today.
The Fools Podcast, where you could be a fool.
And not fool yourself.
Exactly.
We want to have it like legit that we say that we're doing it live, even though we're doing a recording of it. And we didn't expect anyone to join in, so thank you for joining us. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. I just got out of work. It was bullshit the whole day. We had nothing to do. And we were still there for all 8 hours.
Yeah.
Yep, all of it. There's a good thing though. A friend there put me on to Mike Dimes.
What's that?
He's a singer. A rapper, I should say.
A rapper, singer, extraordinaire?
Extraordinary, yeah. It's pretty dope. I haven't fully delved into him though. I have him on Spotify right now.
Uh-huh.
Can't play it because then we'll not only get kicked off of the Spotify, but also the Instagram Live. I think you can play music on it. Unless it doesn't go by Twitch rules. What's up, Mr. Universe?
I'm just assuming that everyone that gets on is getting off.
Are you still watching?
Oh, he is? Oh, shit.
You guys playing Nightcrawlers without me?
Yeah, we're playing Nightcrawlers.
No, we're doing it live, dog.
Oh, we're doing it live?
We got Instagram live. We got the podcast going.
Oh, man.
Angel just finished his did you finish it or did you just do a little bit?
I just did a little bit. I just did half of that.
Show it off.
Yeah, I just did half of that bit. You guys want some? You
Yeah,
guys
give
want some
some.
of that shit?
Give some.
Nah, it's
Quit
just
hogging. Nah,
Nah,
you're
it's in
hogging.
the house. It's in the house. You can't have
It's
that.
in the house.
Are we showing ourselves or not?
As much as we could.
Oh yeah, for sure.
No one's watching anymore.
What's up, peoples?
Just like an angel came here. Nah, I'm just kidding.
No, that's
And
how it
man, we
is.
had like 325 fucking watchers.
It's 0 2 yeah, it's 0.
Zero.
We just do the ad.
We he's doing it because I said we're doing it
Remember,
live.
label out. Label out when you drink.
Oh,
Yeah. The sponsorship is done. Try to get
That's
that
not how you
shit.
get sponsorships.
Nah.
That's how you give it for free.
Oh shit.
You're doing it.
I'm
for
sipping
free.
on that big 23 ounce
Oh,
genuine.
And then it also gives them an opportunity to sue us because they're like, we don't want to be associated
So
with
this
those.
whole time I was
Oh,
drinking
yeah.
Mountain Dew with the label out, I wasn't getting paid.
I'm sipping on that big 23 ounce genuine Fago delicious vanilla cream soda, naturally and artificially flavored.
Yeah, that's right.
Is it genuine? Where
Yeah, it's a genuine Fago for sure.
it's a genuine Fago, but like it's not genuinely drank in Fago Town, you know?
Fago Town?
Fago Town, USA.
It's not dirty.
That is correct, sir. It's not dirty.
So, do you guys taste it? Or what was the verdict?
Of
What
what?
we're tasting.
The fruit snacks?
Yeah, what you guys? Oh, it's just all live?
We
It's
just
all
are live. We didn't have
Damn,
anything.
that's crazy.
Yeah.
All right, what's up, people? This
My
Angel
Fago-
G.
Gallo V.
And Ivan O.
Good morning.
I actually need you to say good afternoon because me and Ivan already said good
Oh
morning.
man, good afternoon.
There you go. I'll edit that.
It's good afternoon somewhere.
It's good afternoon somewhere.
I was outside.
I'm gonna be crickling a bit because how the fuck
What
you
is
open
this,
these?
Gala?
Buff Alien Man.
You got that buff alien man. Fool's
He's a sneak
podcast.
peek at the Fool's podcast book.
Hit that like if you're watching. If you're
Hey.
not, alright.
Oh, go ahead.
Okay.
Remember when we were chilling on Jose's steps and we started drawing in my notebook?
Drawing.
Yeah.
Just kidding. Yeah.
And you drew a buff Jose?
No, I don't.
Where's Jose?
But it sounds like me.
Big ears?
Oh, okay.
I
Cuervo?
have a vague memory of it. Like I know it happened, but I can't think of it.
Hey, oh no, this Fool's podcast live, huh?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I don't have him on Insta.
Alright. I gotta get him on there. Shout out Jose. That nigga dope.
Shut up.
I mean, that's
Jose Cuervo.
Have you tasted the fruit snacks there?
dope. That's what they taste like Arizona's.
Yeah, they do, huh?
Yeah.
It's pretty
Like
bomb.
little Arizona packed fruit snacks.
I don't know if it's a combination of everything I've been eating, but it kind of tastes like cleaner to me.
Cleaner?
Yeah, like
I
a
don't know what
clean
cleaner
product.
tastes like.
Well, you haven't lived.
Neither have I. I drink cleaner.
This is heaven. I'm dead.
LOL dead.
What we doing, guys?
So I made this playlist, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I called it Unlikely Companions.
Mm-hmm.
Or did I? No, I made a playlist that I haven't named yet. But
You can find that playlist in the description below.
I have a playlist I haven't named yet, but it's a bunch of songs that have similar intros or similar like riffs and stuff throughout the song, right? I have a couple of songs in there now, but I did add Chewing Gum from Zillakami, his album that he released last year, and I also put Blind because the intros are kind of similar with their guitars, right? And Chewing Gum is pretty cool. I love that whole album, but it starts off with Corey Taylor going, "This is Corey Taylor, and you're listening to Dog Boy Radio."
Really?
Yeah, it's fucking cool.
I'm telling
And
you,
he
we
goes,
gotta start going on. What are those things called?
Cameo.
I'm telling them to promote us.
Yeah, but now they have this new feature though, where if it's public, like just you're sending it to a friend or your dad or
Oh
something.
yeah. No, I
it's-
know.
Yeah, it's like $50, but if it's business, it's like fucking 500, 600.
Aaron does this like normally though. Young Grumps.
Yeah,
That's gangster.
yeah. So
He's not bot, man.
I've been listening to that
Here's another
album.
sneak peek. Oh, sorry.
Go ahead.
No.
Oh, I've been listening to the album for a while now, right? And I put that playlist together. I put that part of the playlist together already, because I could hear it. I could hear the similarities. And then so I've been meaning to getting around to listening to or watching Anthony Fantano's reviews of the new Zillakami and City Morgue albums.
I still don't like him, man.
I don't like them either.
Anthony
Yeah.
Fantano?
Yeah.
I liked him in the beginning, and then I kept watching him. I'm like, I don't like him.
He's Ben
Yeah.
Shapiro for music.
Yeah.
Yeah, basically, like,
Yeah. There was a point where I didn't like him.
Brick learning.
Yeah. And then I did like him, and then I didn't like him again. But anyways, yeah, he was just like tearing apart the album, like calling it trash and like lazy and stuff like that.
Which one?
Dog Boy from
Oh, yeah.
Zillakami. And then he also pointed out how chewing gum
Yeah.
sounds like Blind from Korn, and how they're both the intro songs to each album, right?
Oh, that's cool. So now you're like, interesting. Write that down.
Yeah.
Like the SpongeBob thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But he described it as it being a total ripoff, like a
Oh.
blatant copycat. And I was like, oh, wow. Alright, man. That's how you see it.
Oh, yeah,
That's
you're-
like saying that one song from fucking XXXTentacion's a rip-off of Slipknot.
I mean, they
The
totally
song
just
Slipknot?
Hmm?
The song Slipknot?
No, not that one.
spit it out.
Yeah, what song is it from again? I forget.
That's Disturbed. Down with the Sickness.
No, the fucking
The
He
Slipknot
said
one?
spit it out?
yeah.
The Slipknot one is Spit It Out. Spit it out.
Yeah, there you go.
I don't want you to drag me down.
That one's a classic.
Drag me down.
I think this thing's a little distracting now, so I'm gonna turn it off. That was us being live. That was us doing it live.
We went live.
We went live. We can't call us liars now. We're authentic.
Yeah. Let's get into
I mean,
the needy.
Yeah, let's do the actual podcast now, guys. Good morning.
Good afternoon.
Good evening.
I'm gonna change up the music and everything soon, so it sounds like in the podcast again. Fucking, I had a long day today. I just came home from work,
That's
basically. Well, not home, but I'm here after work on an overtime day. That didn't need to happen, but they said this. I quote.
Was it Mando?
Yeah, and I quote. Yeah, I know there's no work, but if we do it, when it gets busy, there won't be a lot. What does that mean? You just said there's no work. What do you mean if we do it, we'd have less work?
Clean that shelf.
The clean shelf?
Who cleaned it? Double check it.
Literally, the entire shift left halfway because that's what they were basically told when we would be done, which we were basically.
Mm.
We were done before that because it was all done when we got there, but
Because there was no work.
because there's no work. But it's funny because
Working hard or hardly
half the
working?
people are like, "No, I'm only giving you 4 hours of my Saturday. Like you're not gonna get any more." And I should just join that group though.
You should have, man.
We should have just did an entire walkout.
You're stronger in numbers.
Sheesh.
Now if you left right after them, he's like, nah, you can't go, bro. You should have left with them. Like,
I was
you can't do that
gonna
shit.
show this on the Instagram live that we were doing, but
Oh, my bad. Let me see.
you never turned off the PS4.
Oh fuck, yeah, I didn't.
That guy's really been on the whole entire time for 14 minutes.
Yeah.
Lagoon Goons, LA thing. That is pretty cool.